All right. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Old School Gunner. How are you all getting on out there? I hope you're keeping well, that you've had a nice day so far, a good start to the week. I have had the good fortune of being off today. So you know what? I thought I'd come on my channel and talk the truth, and see who's listening. I have a guest coming on at 8 p.m. Around that time. Mcmanus is going to be coming on. So we're going to talk some football. We're going to talk about what's been going on with Arsenal recently. Of course, the end of our league ambitions, unfortunately, in my opinion, in a lot of fans' opinions, any of the real fans anyway. Unfortunately, we saw our league ambitions end recently after 3 draws in a row, 3 terrible performances from the team, 2 of those against relegation teams. And yeah, we're going to get into all of that there. Of course, our most recent game was our very disappointing 3-3 draw against bottom of the table club Southampton at the Emirates. That was extremely disappointing, of course. A terrible performance again from the team, like I said. And where do we go from here? That's basically it. Yeah, I'm just going to watch the highlights there now of the game, talk you through it, guys, and then we can take it from there. Yeah, basically that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about the league, our position, of course the upcoming game against Manchester City, a massive game, and everything in between. But of course, my opinion, the league is done. We're not going to win anything this season, of course. Absolutely impossible. So that's basically it. Going up to Manchester City, of course. Only one thing is going to happen in that game. We're going to get absolutely destroyed. My opinion again. If we can't beat Southampton, we sure as hell won't beat them. And that's all. That's the way I see things. Good time to be streaming at the moment because I see a lot of people streamed actually earlier in the day. So yeah. And it should be on about 8 o'clock, and I'm going to talk football. But the Southampton game, yeah, I'm just going to talk you through it a bit, guys, what actually went on. Of course, I've seen the game myself, and I'm going to talk through some of the highlights there. What was actually going on. William Saliba, of course, missing, guys. That has been painful for us, you know. That has been painful. No Saliba. It's been tough, you know. A fantastic player. What can I say? It is what it is. 1 second, guys. All right, just 1 second. Let me watch the highlights of that game, talk you through exactly what was going on, and then we'll get into it. I'll go through the league table, the upcoming games, of course, the clash with Manchester City, and everything in between. Like I said, Mcmanus will be joining me soon. We're going to be talking football. But yeah, the highlights of what happened, guys. The game against Southampton recently. Ramsdale at the very start of the game gives the ball away straight to one of the Southampton players, and he smashes it in. After I think that was like 24 seconds, something like that. Terrible from Ramsdale. He tried to play the ball out the middle to Rob Holding, Ross Zinchenko, and Alcaraz for Southampton smashes it in. That was within the first minute. 15 minutes, and we were 2-0 down at home against the bottom club. Alcaraz to Walcott. Walcott got in behind Gabriel and finished easily past Ramsdale. He didn't celebrate, guys. Flag stayed down. Walcott scored and didn't celebrate, and we were 2 down after 15 minutes against the bottom club. And this is when we're meant to be going for the league. So make what you want of that. Odegaard, Saka going on. And for Martinelli, guys, and a good goal, a good finish to get us back into it at 2-1. But of course, what I went before that was absolutely shocking stuff. Disgraceful. Here comes Southampton again. Long ball in. Ramsdale saved it. A double save from Ramsdale. The 3-1 for Southampton. Terrible defending. Zinchenko is good going forward, but he can't defend. Simple as. Odegaard for Arsenal and pulling a goal back. So it was 3-2 to Southampton then. We had a chance, but only a chance of maybe getting a draw. This was a game after 2 straight draws. We had to win. We failed to do so. Reece Nelson with the shot, and that man Saka is there. He had a terrible game. 3-3, guys. That was the way it ended. Guys. Trossard had a shot, cracked off the bar, and that was basically it. And that's the way it ended. No more can I say. A game that we had to win. It was a must-win match. We needed to get to 3 points, and once again we came up short. Once again, guys, we came up short. We have a Manchester derby to come up. We've got a Manchester derby coming up, guys. We've got a game with Manchester City, of course, coming up. So that's going to be an incredible challenge for us, facing up to this Manchester City team. Of course, City were going to win that game. That's being no doubt about that. Anyone who thinks otherwise, they're not living in the real world. Unfortunately for us, our Premier League title hopes have died. Unfortunately, a bit like my marriage. So that's basically the way it is. And there's no more to be said about it. It's done. It's over. But of course, we have that huge game coming up against Manchester City. And that is going to be a real wake-up call for the team, I feel. We are going to get absolutely buried alive in that game. Very, very disappointing run of results in the last 3 games. 2 of the games were well within our compass to win. No problem at all. But unfortunately, we just couldn't do it. And we failed miserably. And the team did bottle it. Let's be honest. The players bottled it. I hear people talking about the age of the team and this, that, and the other. Yeah, grand, but United's team back in the day were also young. But they didn't bottle it. You know what I mean? The buck has to stop as well with the manager in this case. Let's be honest about it. Performances like that, somebody has to take the hit on this one. This can't be allowed to continue. This kind of general malaise, shooting ourselves in the foot after leading the league since August, and then just to get overhauled right at the end. Well, I suppose at least the good thing is we're not Spurs. You know what I mean? Laughable what happened to them. But yeah, it's still, it would make you think about things. It's a bit of a weekend wrap up here, guys. There's only one place to start, really. Another not so happy weekend of football if you're an Arsenal fan. Arsenal slip up again, guys, and the title chances are over. We kicked off this weekend's football Friday night at the Emirates. Arsenal 3, Southampton 3. Very, very disappointing. We went into the match already knowing that the league was probably gone. I did think we were going to bounce back and do something, but it just got worse. I was wrong. Within 10 minutes, we were 2-0 down against the bottom club in the league to Southampton, guys. And they are piss poor. Walcott came, guys, and taught us a lesson. It was an embarrassing performance from the team in the first half. Nobody was worthy of wearing the jersey in the first half, in my opinion. Not one player was worthy of winning or wearing the jersey. Ramsdale, 25 seconds in, gifted them a goal. Absolute stupidity. The second goal, where was Zinchenko? Where was he? He's good going forward. He's terrible at the back. Partey was crap. Odegaard, terrible. Missing. He was missing, apart from the goal. Same as Saka. Both of them were missing. In the first half, the only fella pulling his weight was Martinelli. But then you're thinking, here we go. But Fabio Vieira, he's not doing anything, guys. He still came out in the second half. Terrible player. That's where I think Arteta needs to kind of figure things out. Questions need to be asked. Why Fabio Vieira? Jorginho? Why is Fabio Vieira even starting? Not every signing is going to start out. Tavares didn't work out. Lokonga didn't work out. Fabio Vieira not working out. A lot of money down the drain. But second half, when I went 3-1, I thought it was over. I was on my way to work, of course. It was just terrible. I was fuming. You know what I mean? I was fuming. We just threw our title dreams away. In all fairness, like, people got about Arteta out, this and that. We've had a wonderful season, guys. We've had a wonderful season, and nobody would have thought we would be in the position we're in now, going into the last 6 games in the title race. But we shot ourselves in the foot. So it's done. The league title is over. We can be proud to a certain extent, but people celebrating the draw against Southampton was actually embarrassing, in my opinion. People celebrating the draw. It was a good season, but of course we're disappointed. I thought we had a good chance of winning the league, but the hope is all dead now, of course. The hope is gone. Obviously, I don't still believe we're going to win the league. It's over for us, unfortunately. Like the second half, people are saying fight back, but when you're 3-1 down, there's no pressure. It's easy to play our game. The Emirates was as quiet as I've heard it this season. When you're in the title race, guys, you can't be drawing 3 games in a row. But of course, guys, you can always rely on a certain team to pick you up in your hour of darkness. And that team is Tottenham Hotspur, of course. If you saw the absolute annihilation that happened, they got absolutely stuffed. Newcastle 6, Tottenham Hotspur 1, guys. Christian Romero, he's getting the loan. Alright, I'm back, guys. Just after uploading another video there. Tottenham Hotspur. Let me just check it. Check the highlights and talk you through it. It ended, of course, 6-1 to Newcastle. They were 5-0 up after 20 minutes. Spurs fans were leaving, of course. Joe Linton with the first goal. Waltzing through the defence. Sorry, no, it was Murphy with the first goal. Just gotta do a bit of editing there. Just give me 1 second. All right, so yeah, no matter what happens, guys, and no matter how bad things get, Tottenham Hotspur will always be there to pick you up and to give you something to smile about. Um, they got um, they got beaten, of course, by Newcastle away, 6-1. Would you believe? They were 5-0 down after 20 minutes. They got absolutely destroyed in that game. Absolutely destroyed. They got absolutely torn apart by Newcastle. 5-0 down after the first 20 minutes, and the fans started to leave. Newcastle 6, Tottenham 1, guys. And that's what was going on. And that's all there was about it. They got absolutely crucified in that game. Low and off the park. No more to say about it. It was a chastening experience, of course, for the whole team and for their fans. And yeah, that was the end of that, to be honest. That was them done. They were toast. Big up anyway, man. I just want to say to some of the people that did the London Marathon yesterday, respects to them, especially some of the people that hadn't had time to train properly, this, that, and the other. Massive achievement from the people that competed at 26 miles, guys. No joke at all. So big up to the people that completed it, guys. They did well, to say the least. So respects to them. Just watching the highlights of the Newcastle Tottenham game, guys. Waiting for my for Mcmanus to come and join the stream. But yeah, no matter what's going on with Arsenal, guys, or how bad things get in your life, anyone, all you need to do is turn on Tottenham, guys. See what's happening with them, and it'll always cheer you up. You know what I mean? 5-0 down after 20 minutes. I don't know how Christian Romero is rated. Yeah, he's one of the worst players I've ever seen. What a goal! The third one, cracker. Murphy. The second goal. What a finish! It was a cracking finish, though. And here they go again. A 3-0. Brilliant ball. What a pass. Newcastle on fire by 4-0. And there was only like 12, 13 minutes gone. Looks like Antonio Conte was right what he was saying, guys. You know what I mean? It was an incredible pass for that goal, though, for the fourth goal. Isak again with his second goal, 5-0. It would end up 6-1 in the end. Newcastle, they were just playing brilliantly. "20 minutes played, Newcastle 5, Tottenham 0. That's all there was about it. Say no more. But yeah, joyous scenes. I will give you 5 minutes, man. I'm just no problem. Yeah, take your time. I'm just gonna nip out to the toilet anyway. But I'm just watching highlights of the Spurs Newcastle game. We can talk about that as well. But of course, first of all, we have to talk about Arsenal and the end of our title challenge. Yeah, but let me just nip out to the toilet first, man, before you come on here. Yeah. Just 1 second, guys. I'll be back in 1 second. Yeah, smash the like in this video for me too. subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. All right, I'm back, guys. Mcmanus will be joining very shortly. Yeah, 19 years and waiting. What happened to Spurs, huh? All right, guys, here's the main man himself. Let's do business. Hey, how are you?
I'm all right, mate. You?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Enjoying my day off.
Ah, good man. Good man.
Finally.
Done anything good?
What's that?
Did you do anything good on your day off?
You know what? I only have today off, and then I'm back into the melted pot. So I literally just went out and bought some food, came back, and flatlined.
Oh, fair enough.
When I get 2 days off, I'm gonna do something. But the last 2 days in work, man, were just extreme. It was the London Marathon yesterday, you know.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say anything by it was just bedlam, and people called in sick.
I'll bet.
And we were down staff, and I got worked like Saturday, Sunday, absolutely. Yeah, you know what I mean. I was tired yesterday, man. So I honestly I needed a rest. When I have 2 days off, I'm going to go do some fitness. But for today, trust me, man, it was like Vietnam. I'm not joking. There was bodies lying everywhere, man. Central London Hotel in the London City Marathon is on. Trust me, man. I got worked this is not from the gym, yeah. This is from the hotel. So.
Oh, those guns are sick.
Yeah, they're animal, aren't they? They're just unbelievable. They're like little chicken arms. Oh, yeah. There's that much. Yeah, I'm not as young as I used to be, man. What can I say? Anyway, how are you anyway? You all right?
Tired, man. Fucking hell, long weekend, buddy. So, yeah, just feeling done in, man. It's like nice to get away and all that, but I feel like I need a long weekend after the long weekend, if you know what I mean.
I liked your photos, though. I liked your posts.
Yeah, well, I just thought I'd do something a bit different as well. You know, I don't really sort of take many pictures of myself or, you know, when I'm out and about or whatnot.
Yeah.
So
you wouldn't be so active on social media, but it's cool, man. You were with family members. You had a nice time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was really good, man. I recommend it going to York to anyone. It's really nice.
Mm.
So yeah,
I might go there sometime now. Where do we start, man? Honestly, I mean, let's start anyway with your channels. Let's give your channels a mention.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to take it away? Or do you want me to mention?
Oh, right. Okay. No. For you, when you said
either way is good, man. Either way is good. I can.
Okay. Well, I've got 2 channels. One's for gaming. It's called the Mcmanus Gaming. I do a bit of gaming on a Friday night on there.
One here.
Yeah, and I've got a fragrance channel called the Mcmanus Scents, where I review all sorts of different fragrances and whatnot. So yeah, it gets it's a bit of a slow burn, you know, but it's getting there with that. I need to upload a little bit more. I just haven't had time, though, to be honest. So work and life kind of gets in my way. So but yeah, those are my 2 channels. So yeah, if you could like, subscribe, share, and all that, I'd certainly appreciate it.
Any of the lads out there, you know, normally it's all directed towards women these days, women fashion, women beauty, but any lads looking for a good scent, whether you're heading out on a holiday, summer's coming now, spring, of course. I've seen a lot of Mcmanus's videos, and what he does exactly is he tells you, like, okay, this one is good for the springtime, this one kind of kicks off in the summer, you know, the way it reacts, like there's a lot of stuff goes into it, and the videos are very well made, like from the intro to the actual content, the voiceover, explaining about it, the prices, where you can pick them up. You know what I mean? And for fellas, there's not much out there like that for us. You know, it's all directed towards women. But a fella wants a nice aftershave when he's going into, as I call it, aftershave when he's going into the club, whatever, Saturday night, or whether you just want a casual one on the way to work. Check it out, guys. Mcmanus Scents, seriously, because like I said, everything is directed towards women these days. The channel is actually interesting, I have to say no. And the gaming one is fun. I mean, Spider-Man game is cool. I mean, let's be honest. I'm a big kid. I'd play that all day and all night if I had a PlayStation.
I mean, I'm still waiting to play you at FIFA, Dave. So you know,
probably when I go to Switzerland, I'll buy a PlayStation and then we'll have a game.
But you know yeah, I mean, look, I mean,
I'll be Spurs, of course.
Oh yeah, well there you go.
So you get to beat Spurs, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, I've managed. I stopped streaming. I was doing Spurs. I was doing Spurs. Jesus, no. I was doing. Yeah, I know, right? That's scary. I was doing like a lot of FIFA streams and stuff, but
yeah.
No disrespect to anyone, but like, you know, I'm getting all these little kids telling me what I should or shouldn't be doing, and it's like I've been playing FIFA since 1994. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I think I'm okay. I think I know what I'm doing. Thanks, but
you have a handle on it, like.
Yeah, exactly, and also with the Mcmanus Scents, like with what Dave said as well. I also put in links on the channel to find the cheapest price for the fragrances I review. So I do that with every fragrance I do. I'll do like a 50ml and 100ml. So yeah, hopefully that will help people, because I know there's a lot of places out there where, like, you know, they're just rip off merchants. So yeah, there you go. That's all the promotion I'll do for myself. So
I have to admit too that I'd be kind of ignorant when it comes to these things, like the eau de toilette, the EDT and the
EDT, the EDP, the parfum.
Yes,
it's all
I watched a video about it. It was very interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of different concentrations and stuff. It's like the concentration of the fragrance oil. So it's like with EDT, it's a lot more alcohol based. It's not a strong concentration with the oils as it is with like the EDP and the parfum. So, but anyway,
yeah, that's it. The eau de parfum and the eau de toilette. I was educating myself when I was watching it. And what we have to say though, man, let's be honest, there is nothing out there for men like that, really. It's all directed towards women. You know what I mean? Fellas like to smell good too when they're out. Fellas like to
that's it. I mean, that's the thing. It's like it's all these things out there for ladies and whatnot, but not really much for the men. So it's you know, if I can help a little bit, then I will. You know,
that's why I'm growing a handlebar mustache, because I want to show the young bucks that it's still fashionable. The Irish Republican wolf tones mustache,
or the YMCA.
Beauty, man. Look at it,
or
the
70s YMCA tash.
YMCA, you know, exactly. You know what I mean? The YMCA started in London, actually. The first one was in London, so that's probably the problem. I'm living up in London, guys. All right, look, without further ado, let's give ourselves a migraine and let's have a bit of a nervous breakdown. Arsenal, where do we start? I mean, I was thinking about the stream earlier. I was thinking of doing bullet points, like here on my phone. You know what? I said we're just going to freestyle. I mean,
Yeah,
bullet
go for
points.
it.
What's the point, man? I mean, the last 3 games, I'm just going to kick it off, guys, all right? For me, title chances are over. We're done. It's
Well
done.
and truly. Well and truly.
Yeah. The last game out was a must-win. After drawing the first 2, being 2-0 up, West Ham guys are in the relegation zone. Southampton were bottom. They were 2-0 up against us after like 12, 13 minutes. Ramsdale's mistake. The defence, Zinchenko's defending.
What defending?
And people then, I was talking to a guy in work yesterday. I think he was a United fan because they were playing the Seagulls yesterday in the FA Cup. He was actually saying about rescuing a draw. And I was saying, what are you talking about? And he just looked at me. I said, and he knew I was getting shorty, you know what I mean? I goes, what are you talking about? He was like, oh yeah, they rescued a draw. I said, we're going for the league, my friend. We needed a win. I said, a draw is no good. A point is no good. I said, rescue a draw. It's 2 points dropped, not 1 point gained. And he was like, wake up, man.
I know,
he's not
right?
even an Arsenal fan.
That's what I was saying to you on your last stream.
Seriously, man.
That'll be the narrative now. Well, we got into the top 4, so that was target. And it's like, no. We were in the title race. That was the target, to win the title. That was what was going on. Start of the season, yes, it might have been top 4 was the narrative, but you should always want the best from your club.
Mm.
We've done really well this season. Don't get me wrong. We've had a good season, yes. But if we don't win the Premier League this season, to me, we've had about as good a season as Tottenham.
Mm.
We've won nothing. Man United would have had a better season than us. That to me is a joke. Like we played in the Europa League. We got knocked out of that. We were told, "Oh, it's all right. We've got bigger fish to fry." Where at the moment we'll be frying sardines out of a can because those are the only big fish we'll be frying. We got knocked out of the FA Cup. We got knocked out of the Kabara Cup. We only have one competition to play in to fight for the title, and we've bottled it in 3 games. This is what makes me laugh. So we'll rescue a draw. Bollocks to that. I don't want a fucking draw. We needed to go out there and win that. And we needed to look like we were going out for blood as well. And we played like in the first 20 minutes like we didn't have a heartbeat. I don't know what happened. I don't know what they were doing. It was an embarrassing. The start of the game was absolutely embarrassing. To go down a goal after 1 minute. 1 minute. We're Arsenal Football Club. We're not some tin pot club. We're Arsenal Football Club. We're in a title race. And now, after 3 games, it's gone. And everyone will go, oh, yeah, but we can go and beat City. You're dreaming. If you think we're going to go and beat City at the Etihad with all their fans outdoing all our fans that go, look, fair play to the fans that are going and still keep the faith. I don't keep the faith now. I'm done. We've done it. We've pissed it up the fucking wall as far as I'm concerned. You got more chance of getting shit out of the rocking horse than you have us getting a fucking win at the Etihad. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. I'm so. I was fucking raging the other night. Honestly, I couldn't believe it.
Well, you saw what they did to Bayern Munich. So
yeah,
you saw what they did to Bayern, to FC Bayern, and Bayern are a fantastic team.
This is it. I mean, do we really think we're going to go there? And I was watching Arsenal Alex earlier on. I was watching Arsenal Alex, and he said that there was someone in the comment section saying, "Hey up Oregon, hope you're well." There was someone in the comments. I don't know the guy's name. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But he was saying, "Yeah, well, we beat City before," and it was like, "Yeah, we beat them when we had Unai Emery's Arsenal." And we were in the FA Cup semi-final when there was no fans. Everyone was in lockdown. So there was no real pressure. I mean, all right, it's City, but you didn't have Haaland. You didn't have
Grealish.
You didn't have Cancelo or what's the other guy, Diaz or anyone like that.
Yeah.
So let's have it right. If they'd had Haaland, they would have probably destroyed us. But I mean, us going to the Etihad on Wednesday. No, I don't see anything good coming out of that at all. Forget it.
We'll be dead and buried at half time.
Yeah, we will.
We'll be dead and buried at half time.
I mean, I was watching that and like Zinchenko, and watching him the other night, I was like, what the fuck is he doing? What is he doing? Take him off. Why is Tierney not starting? What is it that Zinchenko offers us as a left back? He's a midfielder. Put him in the midfield. I would have taken Partey out of that game. Put Jorginho and Zinchenko in the midfield because Xhaka's out at the moment, or was. Play them two together because Partey's been absolute horseshit all last 2 or 3 games. It's been painful to watch, and he's one of the most expensive players we've got at the club. Sidney was at fault for. Yes, he was. You're absolutely spot on. Absolutely,
he was ball watching.
Yeah. I felt sorry for Gabriel. I felt sorry for Gabriel at the back because it's like, well, he's having to try and cover for him and holding and
he's exposed now.
Yeah. Unbelievable. We're missing Saliba big time, but we need to start Tierney. I'm sorry, but Zinchenko to me,
he's
not a left back.
He's not a defender, right? He's just like you said, put him in the midfield. But the thing is, I know he's small in height. Southampton are a big team, but look at Roberto Carlos back in the day. He got the job done.
Yeah,
height is nothing to do with it. It's up here.
The thing is, like, with the supply line to Martinelli as well, you need someone like Tierney because he can sort of do the running backwards and forwards as well if need be.
Yeah,
and he can cross the fucking ball as well.
He tracks back well. He's robust. Yeah, there's nothing sweet about Tierney. He's just robust. You know what I mean? He doesn't do anything spectacular. He doesn't make any big headlines in games. You'll never see him getting the headlines in a match. He just is effective. He's steady, like Dennis Irwin. Remember Dennis Irwin back in the day? He's just rock solid, steady, and he'll boot the ball out when he has to boot the ball out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Zinchenko, man, holding Ramsdale to start that Ramsdale game. I mean, what was he? He was trying to play the ball to Zinchenko, but the two guys were running like that. And one of them picked it up. He took one look, and that was the same guy that headed the ball off the line later on. You remember from Ben White's header. I mean, that guy had a great game, I think, Alcaraz.
Yeah, he got the first goal. He got the first goal, didn't he?
Exactly, yeah. They are bottom of the league.
I know. We're pushing for the title.
We're pushing for the title.
Yeah, but Southampton look like the ones that are in the title race, not us.
Honestly, man. Seriously, like, and did you see the movement? The way they got behind Gabriel, the way Walcott's run, and the pass, it was like, who's pushing out, who's dropping deep, and who's picking up anyone? It was like, seriously, man, I could have passed that ball to you, and you would have been in. It was like that. It was like Gabriel was caught back on his heels. Walcott was already gone. The ball was released. The keeper wasn't shouting at anyone. I don't know what happened to Ramsdale, but he used to be, remember at the start, he was remonstrating and shouting at the back four. Drop off, he's behind you. There's no more communication. We got opened up time and time again. Honestly, seriously, like, I mean, we're going for the league here, and they are rock bottom of the league. We scored once at the beginning. We're starting to get, like, we got 2 up against Liverpool. We got 2 up against West Ham. And against this team, we got 2 down. And it's the same result. What the fuck?
It baffles me. 3 games, 3 points. It's like, how has it come to this? Seriously, it's like I'm sort of thinking to myself, like, well, I'm not thinking to myself. I sort of called it like the start of the summer. I said we didn't do enough in the summer. We didn't do enough in January. No. We got some good players. Don't get me wrong. We got Gabriel, but look at the dross we bought. Fucking Fabio Vieira. Why are you starting this guy? Why do you keep starting Vieira?
Oh, man.
He's fucking pony.
He's like a twiglet.
He's not good enough.
He's the size of my leg.
Why are you not? Crap. What's Emil Smith-Rowe got to do? What's he got to do to get a game?
Exactly. You said that the last day as well, man. And what has he? I mean, what's he done wrong? Like, what has he done wrong? What's going on in training? I mean, and he, like I said the last time, he's got a bit of meat on the taco.
He's bulked up a little bit.
And he's got strong legs. He can actually hit a ball.
God can run.
It's like a 10-year-old. Yeah, Vieira's like a 10-year-old.
Vieira, it's like watching a child. It's like watching a child.
He's like tiny, man. Twiglet.
he just was it Lee Gunner calls him Teabag from Prison Break.
Yeah, Teabag. And Troops did a video earlier, and he was called him Teabag, and Troops actually had a cup, and he had the teabag going in. He had like some kind of. No, seriously, like, we're laughing. No, yeah, we're laughing. No, but I mean, I wasn't laughing on Friday. I was
fucking raging. I'm telling you, I
wasn't laughing on Friday. Trust me. I actually had a splitting headache. It was just, oh my god.
So I can't. We're struggling against bottom place Southampton.
Teabag.
Fucking Southampton, like I say, they're the ones that look like they were in a title race.
They were well up for it, man. And the organisation, yeah, their bite in the midfield, they had a bit of bite in there. They were biting on the ball. And when we even scored at the end, they were still fighting hard when Saka put in the rebound, yeah, after Reece Nelson's shot, I think it was. But their goalkeeper is actually the Irish goalkeeper, yeah? The Republic of Ireland goalkeeper is their goalkeeper, yeah?
What's his name? I forget his name.
Bakuna? No, I don't know. He's African, but he's actually he's able to play for Ireland somehow. I don't know how.
Zunu or something.
Yeah, but Bazunu Bakunur. But he's very.
He was at Man City for a while, wasn't he, on their books?
That's right. He's agile. Yeah. He's like a cat. But I mean, he is actually a good goalkeeper. But we had the players out there to actually get the job done. We had a full 90 minutes. They're obviously feeling the pressure of the team. People using the excuse there that this is a young team. But United back in the day were a young team. United back in the day.
You can't, but the thing is, this is the thing. You can't put Vieira and Zinni on the same side of the pitch and expecting to be defensive.
Lightweights.
Sounds foolish, yeah.
Lightweight.
Absolutely.
Positionally all over the place. Positioning, set pieces.
Great point.
Yeah, the Saints keeper is actually Irish. Well, he's playing for the Republic of Ireland. He must have like an Irish grandmother or his great grandfather.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. But look, at the end of the day, I mean, he played well. He's a decent keeper, and he looked the part. That's one thing we can't say at the moment with Arsenal. Like, we've got what's his face, Ramsdale in goal, and look, let's have it right. He has been a good keeper for us up until the last 3 games.
Yeah, he has.
But it's like it's the same thing like with the whole Saka situation. He's undroppable. There's no, you can't sort of put someone in his spot. Who have we got? You've got Tina Turner as a backup goalkeeper. Look, he ain't good enough. Yeah. He's just not. So he commanded the box.
Yeah, he's talking about the Southampton goalkeeper, I think.
I was going to say, I didn't see Ramsdale commanding nothing, mate. But
no. I haven't commanded. Fucking God Almighty. Yeah. But honestly, like, I mean, I'm kind of shell shocked now. I'll be honest with you guys. I thought a few weeks ago that we were back in with a shout. Yeah, City were kind of almost overtaking us. Then we came back into it, and we got 8 points ahead again. So we kind of dropped off. Then we went up 8 points ahead. It was at that point I thought we might have a chance. But the last 3 games, I mean, I'm still shell shocked because honestly, people think that I like to get on my channel and I like to just harp on about nothing. Do people actually realize it's been 19 years and waiting is the name of this video, yeah? 19 years and waiting. Now, I mean, it's been so long for us. And this year, we actually didn't expect to be in this position, but we found ourselves in this position. But the last 3 games, there can be no excusing it. And what I hate at the moment is that the fans, like, not fans like you, me, Mcmanus, but some of the fans that are partial to Arteta, they're after going back under the rock that they climbed out from under. Arteta is quiet. The players are quiet. The former players, apart from Henry and Vieira, who were at the game on Friday against Southampton at the Emirates, they voiced their opinion. And they're discussed. But the former players, everybody, Ian Ryan, these kind of guys, he'll be pushing the merch again soon. Yeah. And he'll be in with AFTV and with Arsenal. He's getting paid off, of course.
Yeah.
But they're all gone quiet like lambs. No one is speaking out and saying what a disgrace it's been over the last 3 games.
Well, no, this is
just accepting it.
Well, it was like Martin Keown, like when we got knocked out of the Europa League. Martin Keown's exactly the same. He was like, he thought he was a blessing in disguise. I mean, this is a cup that he was in many years ago and won. Right, it's the Europa League now, but it was the Cup Winners' Cup once upon a time.
So yeah, Cup Winners' Cup, yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't be disrespecting that competition. A trophy's a trophy. Like people go on, like your mate was going on about the other night when he was on I can't remember his name, the Liverpool fan. So, oh yeah, we've actually got more.
Yeah.
It's like it's a charity shield. It's a charity game. It means nothing. So it's all good giving it all that, but at the end of the day, it's a shield. It's not a trophy.
Yeah.
But it's like I would have rather have taken something than nothing. And to me, we're going to have another season where we've won nothing, and it's just a bit of a joke. It's a disgrace at the same time. I mean, there's 19 years is too long. You're absolutely right. But a lot of these Arteta sexuals, they haven't seen us win anything. They all thought Arsenal Football Club started with Arsene Wenger. So they're not used to seeing us win things. But
they don't know what went on before that.
George Graham, 1989, Anfield. Things like that.
You've supported since 86, right?
Yeah. 85.
85.
Yeah. Doing a double against Sheffield Wednesday, the Coca-Cola Cup and the FA Cup at Wembley.
I remember it, yeah. I remember it.
Steve Morrow getting picked up by Tony Adams and falling over and breaking his arm.
Yeah.
Things like that. It's like, all right, silly little thing like that, example. But, you know, they haven't seen life before Arsene Wenger, and they think Arsenal Football Club started when Arsene Wenger was there. But, like, Martin Keown disrespecting the competition. You've got Ray Parlour, who's like a fucking cheerleader for TalkSport. I used to have so much respect for that guy. I have none for him now. He's just a fucking idiot. But yeah, I just think all these little cheerleaders, like, they don't give a shit. They get paid whatever happens. Like Ian Wright's a prime example. He'll be out peddling merchandise next week. It's just, you know,
he doesn't care. Yeah, they don't care. Their careers are done. They made their money. They had the fame. They won trophies. Like Keown, no, but when Keown was a player, he was breakneck. Like he would do anything to win. That is completely the opposite of what he is now. So he can't understand where like some fans are coming from, and he doesn't. But when he was a player, he didn't play like that. He would break your legs, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. He was like a pit bull back there.
But this is the thing. We had leadership on the pitch then as well. Who could you say at the moment is a good leader for the club? Brayo's a muppet now. Fact, absolutely, he is an absolute muppet.
Xhaka was a little bit when he came back from being an absolute melt. Xhaka was. There was a point there where Xhaka was manning up and putting in some performances, and he actually cared. He did. I'll give him his due. I'll give him his dues, yeah. But that's just one season from 7, is it? But for the moment there, Xhaka was. Thomas Partey flatters to deceive. Of course, we have no David Seaman at the back. We have no Tony Adams. We have no Patrick Vieira. We have no Emmanuel Petit. We have no Henry up front with Dennis Bergkamp. And these guys, like I said before, they didn't just put on the charm and beat teams 7-0. They would grind out a 1-0. Like I remember when we went on the run in 2002, was it? Or was it 98? We had, I think, 98. We had Christopher Ray up in the mix as well. We had maybe 3 or 4 1-0s. We beat United 1-0. We beat Derby 1-0. You know, they ground out the results. It wasn't just all champagne football. Beat team 7-0. They could grind out the results as well and play ugly but win. You know,
but this is the thing.
And we don't have the leaders.
And that's part of the problem. And I think it's like we're going on about 35 million on Vieira, 20 million for Kivor. Exactly.
Kivor,
this is what I said a couple of weeks ago. I said on the stream, I said, we spent all that money a couple of summers ago. We bought in Ranison, we bought in Pablo Marie, Cedric Suarez, Marquinhos was another one I forgot to mention. We didn't, although that was sort of last summer, but we paid for Marquinhos and we didn't need to, but we gave £3 million for Marquinhos to keep a good relationship with the club. Why? All these dead players. I'm not saying Marquinhos is a dead player. I think maybe he'll be one for the future. He's probably a really good player. But like, I gave a list of like 7 or 8 players like a couple of weeks ago, and we've spent good money on those players, like Sambi Lokonga, giving El Nene another contract when he's injured. All this madness. Like, Why is Edu not being held accountable for any of this?
Mm.
Right, what the fuck is going on at that club? We didn't do enough in the summer. We didn't do enough in the transfer window in January. And that's why we're in this situation now as well. That doesn't help because we've got no rotation.
Mm.
We need an engine in the midfield. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Caicedo would have been good for that. But we didn't want to have a bad relationship with Brighton.
I don't want to sound like I'm a dreamer now that I'm arrogant, but we could have actually won this league. This league was there for us. It was there for us, man. Now it's gone. But for a moment there, it was there for us. We could have actually won it. Look, we're all working day to day. We have to make ends meet. Yeah, we're trying to make the money. We're tired. We're this, we're that. But when you look at it in the light of day, when you actually have time to sit down and think of what went on, yeah, hindsight's 2020. This has been our best chance in almost 20 years. This league was there for the taking. There can be no excuses. They should hang their heads in shame. Arteta's tactics. I mean, what is he doing? You know what I mean? What is he doing?
I don't think he knows what he's doing anymore. I think he's sort of lost touch with it all, to be honest.
Honest to God. And people were laughing now and talking about the City game. Guys, we have to play Newcastle. They're playing fantastic football right now.
Yeah. They're going
to thump us, mate.
Chelsea, I still think we'll fuck up against Chelsea.
Mm.
The other week, a couple of weeks ago, I thought I weren't worried about them. Now I kind of am. Because if we can't even beat Southampton, Neves. These are the players. One of the players I said was Neves. I said if we weren't going to get Caicedo, then why didn't we go for like a Ruben Neves? Why didn't we go for like Tillsman or something like that? Yeah. Why did we end up with fucking drab that we've got? Jorginho. Fucking Jorginho. Fabio Vieira.
Yeah. And we're that close. We're that close, you know. We're that close.
Why is it? The thing I can't get my head around is like you've got important games you need to win, and you're putting Fabio Vieira in the starting lineup. Bring him on for the last 5 minutes or something. By all means, if you're like 2 or 3-0 up,
he's terrible. He's terrible.
Why start him? What did Edu and Arteta see in him? Oh, he's the next Bernardo Silva, is he?
They were saying that. Are you serious, man? They were saying that, and I heard it, and I almost threw up. He's not like him.
It's ridiculous. We had Tillman waiting in a hotel room for a week with a contract. Edu never showed up. That sounds about right. So why the fuck is Edu still here?
That's probably when I met him over at the County Hall. I should have locked onto him when I had a chance. Got him in a headlock.
Yeah, should have done.
Next time I see him, my hand is going to go from this to this.
Give him a stone cold stunner.
What a muppet. I give his wife a stunner, I tell you. Anyway, we keep it clean. She's not bad put together, in fairness. She's all right. All right. She's looking well from where I was standing. She was looking well from where I was standing.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Men of culture, we meet again. I was like that.
He literally stayed a week in North London for nothing. Why am I not surprised? No. So we'll get Jorginho or someone else. Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. Chelsea must have been laughing at that. They must have been.
In fairness, Jorginho was 10 times the player Vieira is.
Yeah, but I'm 10 times. A guy in your comments earlier, I can't remember his name. He said you could put a wheelie bin in front of instead of Vieira, and he would have been a lot better. It's true though. He's got to play. He's got to start playing Emil Smith Rowe. He has to. You can't start Vieira in any game. You can't. I think we need to get rid of the.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put this out there. Is the title over for us? Do we have a chance, or is it done?
No, it's done. I'm sorry, I've got to be honest with myself. I've been cheering this team for 35 years now, and this season it's been amazing to watch us play this season. To see us absolutely fucking piss it up the wall in 3 games is it's ridiculous. Most managers and footballing directors and all that have been sacked for less. So why is it I mean, I'm sorry. I feel Arteta's done all right. He's done his best. He can't take us forward anymore. He's run out of ideas. Whether it's the fact that he hasn't got the players he wanted either. He really wanted Jorginho. I'm not so sure he did. But I just think he's run out of ideas. He's run out of steam. And I think we should be looking to get someone else in, personally, like Ancelotti or someone.
And the desperation of the club and the desperation of the board. I mean, why did they jump for Arteta? No disrespect, he's a former player, not a legend, but a former player. He's not a legend at the club, but he's a former player. Average player. Yeah, they should have lined him up as an assistant, though, man. I mean, did they honestly think we were going to be like? He hasn't done too bad this season, but before that, I mean, did they honestly think we were going to win anything? Like, we need the league. It's the league. It's Arsenal Football Club we're talking about here. We need the league.
But from Arteta's point of view, if you just said, "Oh, well, you know, you're an assistant coach at Man City, why don't you come to Arsenal and be assistant coach at Arsenal?" Well, what's the point? Arsenal stay where he is. I'm not saying that that's why they should give him the manager's job by any means, but to me, it's like there were better managers out there at the time. If I knew then what I know now, I would have kept Emery. Because if you look what he's doing at Villa at the moment, he's doing amazing things at Villa. They'll get Europa.
They beat Newcastle 3-0, by.
So why did we not? I don't know. I don't think Emery really got a fair chance at Arsenal.
We should have kept Martinez. They're both at Villa now. We should have kept Emery and Martinez.
Exactly.
Like you said, there's no one to push Ramsdale now.
There's nothing there. Like, it's just like, I mean, you look at Ramsdale. You've got Tina Turner. That's the next goalkeeper you can put in. I don't trust the geezer as far as I could throw him. Exactly, he was a passenger with the Invincibles. Spot on with that comment. He was
my friend Edu.
Yeah, your best mate. Yeah,
I've had nothing but bad luck since. Wife left me. Beard has gone grey. You know what I mean? I got the Edu bug.
Jesus.
I've had nothing but bad luck. You know what I mean? Since I met him.
But I've got to wonder, like, I've got to wonder, like, you know, how has this been allowed to happen? How, like, you spent all that money a couple of summers ago on absolute dross. Like, maybe one or two players were okay out of that bunch, but the rest of it was absolute dross. Half of them are on loan, and a load of them have just gone. We've sold them or moved them on, or they're out on loan. Like I say, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, what the fuck is this? What is the direction of Arsenal?
Joe Willock. We sent Joe Willock to Newcastle. He has been a different player. It just goes to show, man, with a manager there, helping the players and actually playing them in the right position and training them in training and getting actual training. You see what can happen. Look at Willock. I mean, he's been a revelation. Again, against Spurs, he was running riot.
Yeah, but then when kissing toes, living the dream, that's what he's doing.
Kissing his daughter's toes. Jesus, I mean, in all fairness.
Like, with Joe Willock, I mean, Emery brought him into the first team, didn't he? At Arsenal. And he was doing really well under Emery. Then we sacked him.
Yeah.
We sold Joe Willock. Like, we sold Matteo Guendouzi as well.
Yeah,
because he had a bit of shit.
And Guendouzi was a fighter.
I would have loved to have him still at the club. He had right old shithousery about him. That's what we need in this team.
He was a fighter. Yeah. Guendouzi was a fighter.
So, we had better managers in Spain, Italy, even in Brazil. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's just bollocks, isn't it?
I don't know, but seriously, like, as an Arsenal fan, this was our best chance in a long, long time. And now it's all done. And like you said, we did actually sacrifice the cup competition. We sacrificed Europe for this. Saka has been overplayed. The guy looks dead on his feet. He's wrecked. Like you said, man, Smith Rowe, Martinelli did all right in the game, to be honest. Like, I mean, he took that chance well. Saka laid it on a play for him. But Saka's tired. We ran out of steam. There was no Saliba. Like, if we had strengthened just a little bit, it would have been enough to take us over the line. We were that close. We were still, like, agonizing. And next season is going to be a completely different situation. It's going to be completely different again. And there's not going to be, I mean, a lot of teams are rebuilding this season, and a lot of teams have gone kind of off the boil, like Liverpool. So that has helped us. But still, we're going to fall short. And City are just, I mean, Pep Guardiola, he's just rubbing his hands together. He can't wait for that game on Wednesday.
He's polishing the silver platter. All the league's going to be delivered to him on.
And the worst thing is, we all know it, the knives will not be out for Mikel Arteta after this. He's going to just sail through it like he is now. Silence from the board, silence from former players, no pressure on Arteta. Watch now Wednesday, right? We are going to be absolutely destroyed. And even if the team put up a fight, and even if we go down bravely, what's it worth to us at this stage? Because it's already done. 3 games, the Liverpool game was the game to do that. And give us some kind of springboard. You know, the Liverpool game was the one. Even if they put in a hell of a performance against City, it doesn't count for anything now. Because it's just too little too late.
It's just to waste. It's just such a wasted opportunity. Arteta doesn't rate any of Unai's signings. Well, Unai got them. Most of them signings were ones he didn't want anyway. He didn't want Nicolas Pepe. He wanted. He wanted what's his face, Wilfred Zaha. Like, I don't think he wanted David Luiz either. He wanted Harry Maguire at the time. Well, we dodged a bullet with that.
Jesus almighty!
But like, there was a lot of players that we wanted, and he ended up with alternatives. Like he wanted, I think he wanted Kieran Tierney. I don't know, but I mean, Martinelli. No disrespect to him, as much as I love Martinelli. Do you think he was on Unai Emery's radar? No,
I don't know. I don't know.
Another Edu thing. Like, no, don't get me wrong. That's probably one of the only Edu signings I've actually enjoyed watching.
Martinelli is good. Yeah, he's entertaining. He gives it all, man.
He's
quite dangerous. Huh?
We'll probably bottle it against them as well, so it don't matter.
They're playing much better than us right now. Let's be honest.
He was an Emery signing. That's what I said. I said he probably did want him, but I can't imagine Martinelli or any of these other were actually his signings. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just pissed off, mate. If I'm honest, like it's the same.
Put a real downer on things, man. It's put a real downer on things for me anyway. I was even thinking, would I actually come on today? I was like, you know what? Will I actually come on and stream? I said, sure, to hell with it, I will. You know, it's like we were riding on the crest of a wave for so long, and like there was genuine excitement before the games. That's what it means to us, yeah. No, there was genuine excitement. I was genuine. I was like a 16-year-old, before the games. I was like, you know, when we were pushing, I was like, geez, you know, what's going to happen today? Who's going to play? Who's going to score? How are we going to play? Still grounded, but I was excited. And now it's just like all of that has just evaporated in the space of 3 games. Look, the signs were there. Bournemouth, you know what I mean? We beat them with the last kick of the game. They went 2-0 up at the Emirates too. I mean, we were very shaky at certain points. We did ride our luck. I'm not going to say it was pure luck, like some deluded YouTubers out there that I have had the misfortune of listening to. But I'm not going to say it was pure luck, but we did ride our luck on occasion, but what team doesn't? You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you just got to like do whatever it takes to win. But I mean, Bournemouth should never have been like a fucking tough game. Like, we should have absolutely smashed Bournemouth, but I don't know. It was like Everton as well. The same, like when we played at Goodison. There's no way we should have, like, you know, come away with that result. And I don't know. It's been a bit of a strange one. I mean, look, end of the day is, you know, we were 7 points clear. We could have, or 8 points clear at the top. We could have done it, and we fucked it, and that's all that's happened. Listen, it's the same shit every year. Like, that's why I didn't get overhyped. I wasn't going to say, oh yeah, look, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. I thought in my head, well, maybe we might, but I'm going to keep level grounded here, like, because I've seen this sort of bullshit before, and I know how this works. And I wasn't wrong. I'm sorry. I wish I was wrong, but it's like I'm not going to start giving it. Oh, well, we're bigger than City. We're built different, like some of these idiots.
Yeah,
we're built different.
Seriously,
we're built different. They're built better than us. That's how we're built different.
With the quality that they have, and with the quality that we have, the bench plays a part too, man. I mean, subs. We had no one to come on against Southampton and kind of give us that impetus, that spark. Trossard, excuse me, guys. Trossard, in respects to him, he rattled the crossbar. But that was too little, too late. We didn't deserve that. I mean, let's be honest about it. Southampton would have been robbed. I mean, they deserved something from the game. As much as I hate to say it, Trossard, though, big him up, man. At least he actually got the ball and shot on sight. As soon as he got a glimpse of goal, he cracked it. Yeah,
he
definitely.
He needs to start, man. I'm sorry.
Definitely.
I mean, as much as I like Jesus, he had a shit game. He was like invisible man most of that game.
So, yeah, he was. He was.
You could always start Trossard up top. I mean, he'll get you goals. That's the thing. And it's like he's got a bit of something about him. Do you know what I mean? He's not scared to have a go. And it seems like there's a lot of these players now. They just feel it's like I don't know what's wrong with them. Like they're worried they're not going to be able to do something, or they just seem sort of quite reserved and sort of stay back a bit now.
And the pressure, I think, just the pressure. I don't know about.
It's just fucking annoying.
Another thing that City have is that I think they knew from a long way out that they could reel us in. I mean, my opinion, and I don't want to say that they weren't taking it seriously, but my opinion, they weren't actually focusing on the league like 100% until maybe 6 weeks ago. Look, that's just my. But as soon as it came to the business end of things and they were like in a nice position, Pep kind of said, "All right." They have upped their performances. Yeah, they have definitely improved dramatically in the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, definitely the last month. I mean, there has been an increase in their performances. They have started to turn the screw, and we have fallen apart. Of course, like they've won the last 5. Like I'm looking at the Premier League here now. They have won the last 5, of course, and we have won 2 and drawn the last 3. We've drawn the last 3. We've got 2 games more than them. Yeah, we played 2 games more. We're 5 points ahead. Yeah, they have those games in hand. And our wins, right? It was played 29, won 23, drawn 3, lost 3. Now it's played 32, won 23, drawn 6, lost 3. Literally 3 draws. I mean, 3 points. I mean, no more wins. And they have just won the last 5. And their goal difference, they're +7 on us.
I mean, listen, the way I look at these last 3 games, okay, we've drawn, but to me, it's just it's a loss. It's a loss. How can you be like you said the other day, you said earlier on, there's people cheering that we got a draw against Southampton.
Yeah, saying it to me, to my face. I was disgusted.
How can you cheer that?
We saved a draw. We achieved a draw. I was looking at them like, what are they talking about?
Yeah, these are the same morons that think we'll go to City and do a job there. Not going to happen. They need to get a bit of reality, get grounded a little bit, because they live in fucking cloud cuckoo land, mate.
The draw was worth nothing to us. Absolutely nothing.
It's as good as a loss. It's as good as a loss to me, because these are games we had to win. The Liverpool game. The Liverpool game, I can kind of look. We played like shite. After the second half, in the second half we played like shit. But I mean, West Ham. I mean, shit on paper that looked like it should have been an easy game. But what starts to get my back up is when, and I've already mentioned it, like when he's mixing the squad up, so you put in Vieira in. Instead of, like, I don't know, maybe a Smith Rowe or a Jorginho or someone like that, someone that's actually good in a way, I suppose. All right, Jorginho's all right, but I mean, anyone's better than fucking Vieira.
Yeah, I'm better. You're better.
I can't. To me, it's like you're not taking it serious if you're starting Vieira. You're not, because you haven't started him in fucking games all season. These last 3 or 4 games you've been starting him. What the fuck is the point? Why are you starting this guy? He is shit. He gives the ball away way too much. He goes to make a pass, he gets like intercepted all the time. The guy's not good enough.
Technically naive.
Yeah,
not up with the pace of the game. He doesn't know the team around him as well. I mean, he doesn't know who he's playing with. I mean, you know what I mean? He doesn't know Martinelli's strengths. I don't know, does he actually pay attention where Martinelli wants the ball, how he likes it played? Martinelli likes to run. Play it out wide. Let him come onto it. I don't know, everything, look, it just, the Saliba thing did not help us, but the performances of the other players, and like, Arteta's management skills have really come into focus, and you can see the deficit there. He just hasn't been up to it. There was, of course, trepidation from the players. They were very nervous in the Southampton game. You could see it. Ramsdale, for example, he epitomised the whole team. The nervousness, yeah. Like, I mean, he would never have done that. Like, put the ball out to the left or put the ball out to the right. But he was right by the left touchline. I mean, there's a player there, let him receive the ball in that area. If we lose it out there, it's not so bad. We still have time to maybe get in a challenge or two before they get it on goal. But directly in front of the goal, the guy just seized on it and whipped it in first time. And that was after, that was in the first minute. I mean, that was not the start that we needed. I mean, we're the home side, but let's be defensive at the start and let's take no chances. And let's settle into the game. And you saw that at the end, like after 88 minutes, we still almost got them. A game can turn in a couple of minutes. So there's no need to panic right at the first whistle and go forward like a headless chicken. That's what we were trying to do. Let's hit them quickly in the first minute. They just gave the ball away. And Zinchenko wasn't looking to receive the ball. He was static when the ball was played to him. You see that? He was just static. He was just standing there. And Ramsdale looking at him here. You know what I mean? The boys, they just went like that. Ball was in. It was done. The second goal. Come on, man. The second goal. What the... They made Walcott look like Pele. No wonder he didn't celebrate. He didn't celebrate because he used to play for Arsenal. He didn't celebrate because it was no big deal.
No, he should have celebrated because the way he was like sacked off out of his club, he should have fucking celebrated. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. Fucking like Theo Walcott that's in his 30s now.
Yeah,
and it's like he still looked better than
Gabriel looked like my mum.
Yeah, it's pathetic. Oh, I don't know, man. I just feel, I don't know, like watching this all season, thinking like, yeah, okay, look, we've looked good, and I've been honest, like, and said to myself, like, look, let's just see where we are towards the end of the season, and see what the crack is then, and then maybe we can start. Fuck it, we could win this.
I'm looking at the games here now that we have next year. Sorry to cut across you, man. I'm looking at the games here now. Of course, on Wednesday we're away to City. That's an L. Then we host Chelsea on the 2nd of May. Then we're away at Newcastle. Then we host Brighton. That won't be easy. Like, they put in a performance yesterday against United. It was 50-50.
Brighton looked decent, mate.
Yeah, went all the way to penalties, I mean, in the FA Cup yesterday. Nottingham Forest, then. We're away at Notts Forest. And, of course, the last game, I think £2,000 a ticket for this game. I'd say not anymore. Arsenal Wolves.
£2,000, more like £2. Fucking hell.
£2,000. I know, yeah. I was delighted. I told you about all those Irish fans that were at the hotel, and they brought over their kids, and they were going out to see Arsenal on Friday, and they were excited. I know what it costs to stay at the hotel for a night, £200 for a double room, one night.
Hell.
They had the flights. Okay, Ryanair are operating, cool, fair enough, cheap enough. But there's 4 of them. They brought over their kids. They have to have drinks. They have to feed them. They probably come to the stadium. This, that. I was saying to them to take the bus from the hotel out. You come up by Holloway Road. You come in by the, where the cannons are.
Yeah.
And you come in by the armory. If they want, they can walk around into the Arsenal station. But they wanted to take the underground. I mean, the bus is much cheaper, and it's only 20 minutes. And you can walk around the stadium to the Arsenal side. If they want to go to the Arsenal, I get it, because Highbury is there, the supporters club is there. I get it. But Holloway Road has the Tollington. The Tollington is a huge Arsenal bar.
Yeah.
Come up Holloway Road, and take the bus out to the stadium, something different, and see the area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The boys, they walked the wrong direction, back away from the stadium to take the underground. And you can't get out there directly because it's 2 lines, because it's the Northern Line and then the Piccadilly line. You know what I mean? Take the buses 20 minutes. That's what I do. When I leave work and I want to go to the stadium, when I finish at 3, I will do that. Common sense, mate. I mean, honestly, the amount of money they paid, the tickets, the this, the that. I know they were sitting in the North Bank because they told me. And that's what they went to see. I mean, come on, you can't enjoy that. The team didn't even win. So there you go, mate. I don't know. Arsenal forever in with a comment. We could have been 11 points clear, exactly, and we would have needed that cushion. It was all to play for at that point. It was all to play for. And there's no need to fear losing against City then. If we lose, really shot ourselves in the foot this time, but I still haven't. I mean, it's a pure donor.
That comment says it all. We could have been. We're the could have been club. We're the nearly club. We nearly did it. That'll be the narrative now. When we end up finishing second, I can see us getting 7 points from our next 4 games.
2 wins and a draw.
I just don't know.
Well, we're not going to beat Newcastle, and we're not going to beat Chelsea, and we're not going to beat City. And Brighton are going to stick it to us.
I think we're going to do that thing now where we just completely capitulate and everyone just,
of course,
fucks us over.
The confidence has drained out of the team. Like I was on my channel at the beginning before you joined me. I was talking about the Spurs Newcastle game, and you know what? It's a bit of banter and it's a bit of a laugh and it's lighthearted and it gives us a lift. But we shouldn't be focusing on that. A lot of people are on social media now doing it. Arsenal fans, we have our own problems. I mean, is that what we're going back to now? You know what I mean?
This is the thing. I don't give a fuck about anyone else. I don't give a fuck about all these other teams. I care about my team. Like when you hear like Spurs fans, fucking Arsenal, I don't give a fuck. They're irrelevant. I couldn't give a shit what they got to say, right? Because then they can worry about themselves.
We were talking about, I'm actually getting you back on Spurs again. We were talking about the last that you were like,
Spurs, I can't give a fuck about their attitude. Team pot club, not interested in what they think, right? But the way I look at it is like we've got our own fucking problems, even more so now. So concentrate on your own team. Don't worry about all these other fucking teams around you. I've heard Arsenal fans bantering Chelsea, bantering Tottenham, bantering this, bantering that. You're fucking idiots. Don't worry about them. Concentrate on Arsenal and just keep your heads down. Shut the fuck up and just see where you end up at the end of the season. That's what they should have done. Now they fucked themselves up. These little fucking idiots go around going, we're going to fucking win the league, blah, 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 blah.
Different gravy. We're different gravy.
Yeah. We're fucking built different. Fuck morons. Now, because this is the thing, they think every Arsenal fan, all these clubs like from all these other teams and all that, all their supporters think, all these Arsenal fans are all the same. We're not. That's the thing. And now because we get tired with the same brush as these dickheads, so we'll get it just as bad as these fucking idiots. So, but it's just like that's what I always say. Just don't say nothing. Keep stum. Let's see where we end up, and hopefully we win it. Well, we won't now. We fucked it. But
and support the team. I mean, support the club.
Listen, I don't care about other teams. I'm not interested in them. I'm interested in Arsenal Football Club. That's my team. That's who I care about. That's who I'm passionate about. I don't care about Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea, whoever else, you know?
And especially when things don't work out for us like they haven't in a while. Like recently, they haven't been going well for us. Are we really going to fall back on that kind of thing? I mean, when we've lost every hope of winning the league, that's what we're going to fall back on. Is that what we are? I mean, you know what I mean? The mentality of it, like, and pressure should be brought to bear. Pressure should be brought to bear. If there was a protest at the stadium with the BSM, the Black Scarf movement, whatever, I will be at that protest because I'm living in London and it's about time. It might not do anything, but I mean, if there's going to be a protest organised, I will go out to the stadium and I will support it because what other choice do we have? I mean, to be honest, this was a really good chance for us to win the league and it would be something that would last forever in history.
You've got to think to yourself as well. This was the best chance we got to win the league this season. We're not going to do it next season because you can guarantee every fucking team is going to be rebuilding. Liverpool will look better next season. Man City will look better next season. Chelsea might even look better next season. You know, all these other teams, Newcastle look decent next season as well. Yeah. I don't see us going out there and doing the same as these teams and going out and spending a fuck ton of money on players we actually need, on positions we actually need. Like we seem to just sort of dilly-dally, you know, like Thomas Partey, that was a prime example. We knew his release clause already. So why did we wait till the deadline day to activate his release clause? Why didn't we do that at the start of the transfer window? If that's a player we wanted, I'm not just trying to bring that up for now, but like this is the sort of shit we do in the transfer window, stupid things. Oh, we linked with Caicedo. Oh, we're going to do this. We're going to do that. Oh, yeah, but we decided we want to keep a really good relationship with the club. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Chelsea and see if we can get 31-year-old Jorginho. Oh, well done. Good business. And that's what we'll do all season. That's what we'll do next season. Same sort of shit. It's annoying.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I mean, I was talking to Arsenal Alex recently, and he has taken like he's not tuning in on his stream, but he was streaming earlier. But like, I have his number, like I have yours, and I be talking to him sometimes, and he's taken the whole demise of the club, like demise of the team, the past couple of weeks, the past games. He's taken that kind of hard. You know what I mean? Like harder than us, I think. Not that we don't care, but we've kind of, maybe we saw it coming from a little bit further out. But he's like, he was kind of clinging to it. He said like, I need this, and other Arsenal fans too. They need this. I try to be getting maybe a lot of stick from other clubs, other fans, but I don't know. He's taking it pretty tough, to be honest. I mean, a lot of Arsenal fans, you have to feel for them because we've led all the way up until this point from the very first day, and now this is what's going to happen to us. And like you said, next season we're not going to get a. But I don't like that the former players are so quiet about it. I mean, they're in a position to influence people. They're in a position, like, people don't look at my Instagram account. These guys are in a position, or Twitter, they retweet, they this, they that. A couple of million people are going to see it. I don't like the way they're just letting it. Former players, I mean, apart from Vieira, apart from Henry.
The only ones I've really seen voice anything was Henry.
Yeah,
I think people like Bergkamp and all that. I think
he's over in Amsterdam, man. You know what I mean? He's in Amsterdam and he's living pretty, man.
No. What I mean, like, it's like if you look at his stance, it's like, well, he wanted to join that consortium ages ago with Daniel Ek.
That's right.
So he does care about the club. I just think it's like, well, I'll give up because it's not going to change. What's the point of me saying anything?
And he's a mild-mannered guy too. Bergkamp is mild-mannered.
He's very chilled. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he is.
I just think I think it's a few players. I do agree with you what you say. Some of the players need to say something, but a lot of them are on Arsenal's payroll still.
Yeah.
So because they all get their perks, get in the executive boxes and stuff to watch the games.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, that's why they don't say nothing, and it shouldn't be that way.
They're kept sweet. Yeah, they're kept sweet.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he still does. I don't know if he still does, but Robert Pires used to train with the first teams all the time, didn't he? He's got to be about nearly 50. But that's probably why he doesn't say too much, because, I want to keep that kind of perk at Arsenal. Stupid, isn't it? They need to be saying something, and this is the problem. This is what I get annoyed with. He's too quiet. You need the old guard to be piping up saying, this ain't good enough. This wouldn't happen in my day.
And what about before the game or after the game? I mean, there should have been anarchy after the game. After the performances we've been putting in the last couple of games, we're pushing for the league. The fans should have just went outside and just, I'm not saying trash the place or be aggressive, but there should have been some reaction. Yeah. There was no, if that was united by, well, Everton fans would do.
They did before they stormed the ground, didn't they?
I'm not saying
but like Real Madrid, like the fans out there, if they lose a game, they go fucking off the head and they're chasing the players and like Ancelotti's close to winning them. Was it a league and maybe the Champions League? And then it's like, but that's not good enough, and they want him out. That's not good enough.
Yeah, like
they've got that mentality, though. And Arsenal fans, not all of them, but I'd say at least 60, not like the old ones like me and you and like Arsenal Alex and a few of the others, the realistic ones. But like, you've got to have high standards for your club. It's like anything, like where you work, like you've got to have, they've got certain standards where they work, right? And they've got high standards, like customer is king and all this nonsense, right?
Of course, yeah.
Sort of thing, right? And if you're not doing what they've set you to do, if you're not sticking with the standards that they've got, you're gone. They won't keep you. So why is it then that we're keeping Edu, who seems to just do what he wants and is untouchable.
A free hand, yeah. They have a free hand in the club, yeah.
You know, not accountable for nothing. It don't make any sense. There's something not right there. There's just something not right there at all.
Everyone is just looking to they're all just patting each other on the back in the boardroom. Everyone is just looking to make a bit of money out of it. People are comfortable in their positions. Arteta wants to manage. He wants a club. Arsenal are happy for him to be there. The American owners, they don't know anything about the club. They don't care. Edu was there. Arteta was there. You know what I mean? They honestly don't. Like, I can't remember the last time they were shown actually in the stadium actually watching.
Oh, the Cronkies.
Yeah. They're over in America half the time. Of course, Josh is here, but Stan is over in America all the time, paying attention to their baseball team, their American football team, whatever else they have, their basketball team. It was just another thing for them to have, you know, it's like a monopoly board with them. Something in London, owning a property.
It's just a business. It's just a business. It makes some money. Doesn't matter. And this is because well, you got all these fans that go in the shops and buy all the merch and buy we're the most expensive season ticket in the country. The most expensive, and we give them dross. And yet everybody still signs up and goes to the games. And like, I feel like I'm going back on myself, like talking about like when we had Wenger back at the club. If you stopped doing all these things, if you stopped buying all the merch, if you stopped going to games, boycott everything, they'd have to do something. Yeah, exactly. It's all about the money for him.
Jesus, that says it all, man.
In a way, I'm not being funny, but he's not wrong. What's he doing wrong? Should never have sold it to him in the first place.
Yeah.
Like, but then do you think like these Kuwaitis and the guys from Qatar that bought City, do you think they care about Manchester City? Make some money. But then they plough a load of money into it.
Yeah, and I always talk about Abramovich. Like, say what you want about Roman Abramovich, how he made his money, a Russian oligarch. He did a few things. He was like on Putin's payroll for a while. He was giving him advice. But when he came to Chelsea, he went into the changing room before the Champions League final. He was hugging the players. He was patting them on the shoulder. He was giving the younger players a hug and saying, you know what I mean? One more game, lads. You know what I mean? He was actually... And he promised to buy them all, like, I think, a Ferrari if they won, or a Lamborghini. But that was beside the point. He was like a father figure to them. And he actually brought in players that could win games. He wanted to see the team successful. He wasn't just sitting there having a prawn sandwich, enjoying his Saturday afternoon in the box. You know what I mean? He actually, big up to Abramovich, man. Seriously, like, he made them successful. He made them what they are.
Yeah, he loved that
club. Day one, man. He loved that club. And look who we're lumped with. Like, it's not always negative, but look who we are lumped with. Even Newcastle are in a better position with us with the owners they have.
Yeah, but I don't think Stan owns it anymore. I think Josh owns the club.
Josh,
yeah, because like you say, you never see Stan at any games. It's always Josh, and that's what makes me wonder: is he just giving it to Josh now? Because it just seems a bit odd that he's never at a game. But I mean, I don't know. I think we need proper investors and owners, man. I think we need like Qatar kind of money. A lot of people say, "Oh, but we want to do it the Arsenal way. We want to do it the right way." Fuck that. Fuck it. We need to move with the times, and we need to do what other clubs are doing.
And the team has been taken away from the fans. Like back in the day, man. Like you're supporting since '85, but back in the day at Highbury, even when we weren't winning doubles, and even when we weren't successful under Graham, and before the Wenger years, at least there was a connection at Highbury, you know, with the players. I don't know, it's kind of moving away as well.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Honestly, man, seriously.
It does my head in, mate, honestly. Like, I love this club, but it just drives me up the fucking wall at the same time.
Oh, the FA Cup, the FA Youth Final is on tomorrow at the Emirates. You want to go?
I'm working.
Arsenal under 18s against West Ham. I'm only joking, man.
I was going to say, it's a bit of a commute from Letchworth, but no, I won't.
Jack Wiltshire is in charge of the academy. Oh yeah, the FA Youth Cup final, or academy manager. Wow, Per Mertesacker has been impressed by Jack Wiltshire.
Yeah, couldn't get a football career anywhere else, so. You know, we gave him a
Wednesday. If I was you Wednesday, I would just bury your head in the sand anyway. Just hide away from the match because it's just going to be
I'm gonna. I'll try and find a stream that I can watch it on. But I already know. We're realistic. We know what's going to happen. They're going to absolutely smash us.
We're going to get crucified.
I don't see any good coming out of that game at all.
I'm seeing, is there any news here about the squad, or the pre-match Man City v Arsenal?
Yeah, but I'd be very surprised if we get anything against City.
We're getting involved in crypto. Arsenal are involved in crypto now, cryptocurrency. That's cool, right? You can have some crypto asset.
Another load of bullshit.
Let's see, our ongoing drive against abuse and discrimination. The ladies' team, fair enough.
Put them out on fucking Wednesday.
God almighty. And the bench cam has been uploaded. You can watch the bench cam, Arsenal Southampton. Who cares? Like
the bench that we haven't got anyone we can bring anyone off of.
And Spurs are after sacking Stellini, yeah?
Yeah.
Their interim head coach.
I wonder why.
Ryan Mason. I don't even know who Ryan Mason is.
Ryan Mason, he used to be one of their players. I think he was in the Hull for a little while as well.
Man United begin attempt for Harry Kane. Jesus, they're welcome to him.
The thing is, imagine Harry Kane, if you stay at Spurs, because he's already talking about signing a new contract. So he's going to be like the only decent striker that's played for England that has never won anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like Rooney was at United, Fowler was at Liverpool.
Shearer won the Blackburn.
Shearer, you know what I mean? And Shearer had a couple of good tournaments as well,
Yeah, he played in the Champions League, didn't he, as well?
Yeah, and he was a hammer. A great player. A strong player. He was a Newcastle player, but he was a strong player. He was like a hammer when he hit the ball. Him and Les Ferdinand, was it Les Ferdinand there? Two of them together for Newcastle by.
Yeah.
Faustino Asprilla, Tamori Ketspoya.
Yeah, David
Ginola. Warren Barton was in the midfield. Yeah.
Peter Beardsley, Philippe Albert.
Yeah, Peter Beardsley, man. Good player. Beardsley's an unreal player, even when he came back the second time.
He's only a mother of love.
No. Peter Beardsley, man. Incredible player, technically, though. He was ugly, man. Arteta won trophy in 4 years, and that was Emery team. Arteta won the FA Cup with. Yeah, true.
Didn't Arteta take over? Didn't Arteta take over when we were already in the semi-final?
He did, John. Yeah.
So.
We still got battered. We got battered by the Yellow Submarine a couple of times, remember? Like in Europe as well. Emery got the best of him in Europe. Remember that year, the Europa League?
Unfortunately, sorry, but that's Emery's tournament, isn't it? It's the Europa League. He's won it quite a few. I don't know how many times off the top of my head, but he's won it quite a few times. And
they beat United, didn't they? Yeah, they beat United recently again.
Yeah.
Well, United were absolutely shocking. David De Gea, Jesus Almighty.
It just shows you Arteta won trophy in 4 years. How many? We've spent nearly $500 million on players and won one trophy in 4 years.
And we're no closer to winning the league. I mean, this year, look, I don't even want to, honestly, man. Seriously. I mean, and you see everyone is like a mouse now as well, like all of the Arsenal fans. Like I used to have a lot of guys coming on this channel. You see everybody is, and it's not about my channel, yeah? You see everyone is kind of gone, everyone is kind of gone back to living their lives, and they're not kind of.
I've had a bit
of a downer, man. They're on a downer.
I've had some people tell me to shut up moaning and get behind my team. So I'm not moaning.
So you have been behind them since 1985.
Hey, exactly. I'm not moaning. I'm just realistic. Sorry.
They don't know anything about football, the people saying that.
Well,
they would understand if they did. This is frustrating for Arsenal fans. They don't know that this has been frustrating, yeah. Let me check the new comment. Emery won the Europa League 4 times. He knows about winning.
Yeah.
And he realised that a trophy is a trophy. He didn't just focus on the league and dismiss the Europa League.
Exactly. But when you watch Emery in the Europa League final when he was Arsenal manager, how much of a bottle job team we had in that game. Like you could see him. He was just looking at it. Like at the end of the game, and he was fucking raging. You could just see it on his face because it's like, I win. What's wrong with this? Lot? I win this all the time. Fucking bottle jobs. Wow. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know, to be honest. I fear for us on Wednesday. I fear for us against Chelsea. I fear for us against Newcastle. Look, the season is done, yeah. The league is over. I mean, I'm going to go to the ground. I was actually, this is what it's come to. I'll be saving up a little bit of money. Maybe go out to the Armory at some point. You know, maybe at the start of next season when the new merch is out. But to be honest, I don't think that money that I have saved, I don't think I'm going to put that on Arsenal Football Club.
Mate, save your money.
Save it up, man. You know what I mean?
I was going to do the same sort of thing. I was going to, the black shirt I was telling you about. I was saying, I might get that. I said, I was like, well,
it's beautiful.
If we win the league, I might treat myself to something. Fuck them. Fuck them, mate. I'm not
waste your money, but I just got to Harrods. Save up a little bit I have and try to buy something in Harrods. You know what I mean?
Right.
Give it to Dodi Al-Fayed in Fulham.
No.
Sorry, Mohammed. Dodi passed away. That was his son, Mohammed. Give it to Mohammed in Fulham.
Yeah. See if you can put another Michael Jackson statue out the front.
Next time you see me now, I'll be a Fulham supporter because the stadium's only over there. I'll be like that, lah. Fulham, old school Fulham. Old school Fulham.
Old school Craven Cottage.
Old school Craven Cottage. I probably have like 50,000 subscribers, and
you could have like a statue of Michael Jackson on your back screen.
Yeah, me and Mitrovic should be best friends. You know what I mean? Me and Mitrovic.
Oh yeah.
Their stadium's actually all right, though. It's quaint.
I've been a couple.
I don't want to be arrogant. It's quaint, but it's all right. Yeah, it's decent, right? And the area is cool. Nice area.
Old school stadium. Proper old school.
And their little like reception desk inside, and the little they have like where you can go and get information. They got like 3 of them there, and then they have like little turnstiles. It's a nice stadium, though, man. It's old school.
I like it. I like they've kept it that sort of way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's nice.
Authentic.
I prefer the older stadiums. See, as much as the Emirates looks nice, it's just like, I don't know, Highbury was so much nicer.
Yeah, it was. Had history behind it, man. You could hear the voices, the screams, the shouts. Bergkamp played there. In the glory days.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ghosts.
Once upon a time, going to land far, far away.
Highbury, though, at least they kept the east and the west stands. And now it's apartment buildings, but at least they have the protected buildings. At least it's still there. Like when you're outside, you know what I mean. You can still see the windows that the players, like the showers and the changing room, and they used to open the window and shout out to the street to the fans.
Yeah, sometimes he would chuck all the shirts and stuff out the window.
And he'd be pissing out the window on top of the Spurs fans. That kind of thing was going on into their mouths.
Nice.
Keep it clean, guys. Keep it clean.
But
it's cool to see Highbury, though, man. When you're just, even though it's just the building, you're outside there, you can feel remember Bergkamp walking in the doors, up the steps, Bergkamp. That photo of him, the photo of Bergkamp, walking in, and I mean, for me, that's every time I'm out there, I take that photo, I get a chill up my spine because I know he walked up those steps and I know he went in that door. Big fan of Bergkamp.
Yeah, I was a massive fan of Bergkamp. I mean, but a lot of fans think that Arsene Wenger was the manager that signed him. It's real.
Yeah, Rioch, Bruce Rioch signed him.
Mad case.
When Wenger turned around, Wenger came along by. He realised he had a player he could build a team around.
Yeah. What's your favourite Bergkamp goal?
Maybe the one against Bolton that got us like 5th place and we qualified for Europe. You remember that cracker? Platt fed him the ball and he smashed it in and we needed to win. Like at the end. I think his hat-trick against Leicester was special too, though. I know the Newcastle goal, but his hat-trick, you remember that hat-trick against Leicester?
Yeah.
Filbert Street, the old Filbert Street.
Filbert Street, bloody hell.
Every goal was just, you know what I mean? His first goal, of course, was a beautiful goal, the half volley.
Yeah, smashed it.
Yeah, Glenn Helder put the ball in, another Dutch player. Yeah, Glenn Helder fed the cross.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, and Bergkamp on the volley, and he killed it, he killed the ball. You know what I mean? It came over high in the air, and he just hit it on the volley, man, as it dropped, and he killed the ball. He kept it pure straight. You know what I mean? It didn't go over the bar or nothing. Very difficult to execute that shot. It was a good goal, man, and it was his first. You know what I mean?
Quality player.
Well, Dennis, man.
Oh,
of course, for Holland, he had a couple of good performances at Wembley too. Yeah, I mean, he made Adams look like he did on Strictly. You know what I mean? Oh, he's like, oh, come on. Remember that? Tony Adams, someone was telling me about it. One of the women in work, she's an Arsenal fan. He came down on the cannon before he did the dance. But he was dancing, he was like, and he could barely move, man. His hips and everything, the poor guy. But what a player he was, though.
Oh, he was legendary, mate. Legendary.
He could dance better than me, in fairness, but he was a good player. But Bergkamp, for me,
every time.
Some of his other goals. Oh, Dennis, we need you now, Dennis, more than ever, man. Come back, Dennis. All is forgiven. Come back to the.
If only.
Come back to Jesus, man. What a player.
If only you had a time machine or something just to get him.
What a player.
Fucking hell. Love that guy.
I don't know, it's his son. I'm sure he has a son. Is his son actually coming up through the ranks at Ajax? Because I know he did his coaching badges at Ajax.
I believe
before
so.
Mark Overmars was trying to sleep with all the female employees. But that's a story for a different day.
Mate, it's all anything goes in like Holland, mate. It's all good, man. They sit around eating Edam whilst like just trying to sleep with every woman going. It's fine.
Overmars, boy.
Just allow it. Sexy Overmars.
Oh yeah, sexy Overmars. he wouldn't be my type, though. To be honest, I like Eddie's wife. Eddie's wife, no, be on my street.
Yeah, Eddie's
right
wife.
Up my street. Brazilian. You know what I mean? You know what they're like. Okay, we'll keep this. I'm gonna get myself in a lot of trouble here.
I think I get your channel struck off.
I didn't know if it was just like, seriously. Yeah, but listen, it's been so disappointing for us recently, man. Honestly, I mean, I get up in the morning and I'm kind of like, man. And when the game comes now, I'm not excited anymore because I know it's been torture. Torture, man. Torture.
It's like I feel so deflated. It's just like, I mean, I think we all started buying into it a bit. Do you know what I mean?
It's Even the more experienced heads, like you and me, we got sucked in by. But you know what the worst thing is? The West Ham game. We could have went 3-1 up. Poor Saka missed the penalty. It was one ball, and it was 2-2. Come on, man. Look at Troops. Troops did a watch along, and he's literally like this, and he's not acting up for the camera. Yeah, he's like, okay, they missed the penalty. Okay, come on, Arsenal. And we were still 2-1 up, and he was like, he's in, he's onside, and then he was like, the ball was already in at that point. And he was like, are you fucking taking that pass? It was literally, we could have been 3-1 up, and then we were pegged back 2-2 in the space of, what was it, like 90 seconds? Come on, man. That was the West Ham game. Everybody just switched off. We missed the penalty. We switched off. They put the ball over the top. Your man smashed it in.
It was just frustrating, man. I mean, it's like, again, throwing away another lead. I mean, why?
It's like pulling out teeth, man. Every game, like the Liverpool game, okay, fair enough. Anfield, but then West Ham, relegation. Southampton at home again. Okay, let's bounce back now and take the 3 points. The start, the end, and we couldn't win it. And we couldn't beat West Ham. Oh, come on.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's just like...
And we could have lost.
Look at Leicester, like, you know, when they went and done it, and they didn't have all the best players. And, like, we couldn't even...
They had a simple game plan, but they had good players in the wide positions, but they were solid, but they were very solid. A good goalkeeper, yeah, brilliant. But they had a simple game plan. It was Mahrez and it was Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
And when the ball, if you see half the goals that they scored, it was when the ball was quick. They didn't even take a touch. It was just played into them fast, and they were moving onto it, and they struck it in. They didn't even take a touch. Okay, maybe one touch the line and then hit it. But there was no kind of, a fantastic team play, I would say. It was a very effective pass and a very effective finish. And that was the whole season. But they were like lightning. Mahrez was like flying. And Vardy was flying, like with speed. Yeah, they played with real speed.
I know. It was
and unpredictable. They were unpredictable.
Yeah, and it was just like, you know, like you say, it was such a simple plan, but it worked. And to say Leicester City, who were under Nigel Pearson the fucking season before, who was fighting relegation, Claudio Ranieri comes in, a little tinker man, and does the business.
They win the league, right? They were champions. Leicester were champions.
And we can't do anything like that. And we've got better players than they had back then, and can't do fuck all. Throw it away in 3 games, man. Throw it away in 3 games. Unbelievable.
Yeah, there's a lot of Arsenal fans out there. They're having a bit of they're going through a bit of depression, I'd say. I wouldn't blame them. I mean, we are going to get absolutely mashed on Wednesday. Let's just have it right. After that, let's see what we can do. But the league is done anyway. It's really disappointing. And like I said, the lack of noise from Arteta at the moment, the lack of, you know, his press conference kind of the Southampton game. But it's just silence is deafening, man. They're all just gone underground.
I just got
the Arsenal fans as well. All the Arsenal fans are kind of like all here now that I was texting, yeah. They're all just, there's no replies. They're not contactable. They've all just kind of, and would you blame them? Would you blame them?
No. But I've just got this feeling next time he does like a press conference and they speak to him about it. So, yeah, well, we were overachieving and, you know, top 4 was always our priority because that's going to be the narrative now, top 4 is priority. And it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. It's like, I know I've gone on about it, but it's like, we were in a title fucking race. How can you just
of course
write that off and forget about it like it never happened? And then it's like, now the pressure's off. Once we go to City and they absolutely destroy us, it'll either go one or 2 ways. It will either capitulate even more and just go off the boil altogether, or the pressure's off now and we'll fucking go out there and smash these teams off the pitch. Because we've done that before. Like, literally, when the title race has been over in December, literally after that, we seem to be flying because the pressure's not on us. It just seems like pressure, and we just bottle it.
And that would be the frustrating thing if we put together a bit of a run again at the end. That would be the frustrating thing because the blip in between, it's already decided.
Where was this?
It's already decided for us.
Yeah. Same old Arsenal, mate. Same old Arsenal.
I don't know. I'm dreading the game on Wednesday anyway. Like I said, man, go underground. Don't show your face. I'm going to work, you know. I'm going to be ripping in work. Oh my God, boy. If anyone complains about the service, they better watch out. I'll just take off the apron. You know, they give me an apron because I'm in the restaurant. I'll just take off that apron, boy. I'll just fold it nice and neat. Take off the watch, put it on top, take off my pager. I'll just walk out from behind and I'll go, right, let's go. See how far you get. Come try me. Try me. You know what I mean? That's what I say. But seriously, man, if they complain about that my beef ale pie wasn't hot enough, I will just get that beef ale pie. After I take their woman, of course, I'll get that beef ale pie, stuff it on the throat.
You know I get out there as well after I've taken that woman, of course.
If I take the woman, you know what I mean? Like, love, I'm going with this loser. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'll start with I'll start with the mental pain, the mental torture. Then I'll get into the physical stuff. No, I'll demoralize them. No, but seriously, man, Wednesday, God help us. Seriously, if I was you, don't have a few pints anyway, because your fist will probably go through the TV. I just hope you're working or something. I'm working, so at least I can just hide in some corner of the world and pretend it's not happening. You know?
No, I think
seriously, it's going to be so different for us this season, man.
I'm going to have to watch it though. That's the thing, because it's like
you want to see how it pans out.
As much as I know it's going to piss me off, which it will be, it's going to drive me up the wall, which it will. I've still got to watch it. I've still got to watch it. I mean, like, I know what's going to happen. I know we're not going to win. I know that City are actually going to roll over us. But I've got to watch it. I've got to. Yeah. My team, man.
You're a fan, yeah. You're a fan, yeah. You're a real fan, man.
Yeah, but you probably would as well. You'd probably be live streaming.
Yeah, of course. I'd probably actually just, I'd probably live stream it there. But
you'll have to do a therapy session on Thursday.
Therapy session. Yeah. Relaxation for the mind, body, and spirit. What happened? Is Arsene Wenger outside?
No, something's gone off in my kitchen. Give us 2 seconds, mate.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, I just heard a massive bang. I wonder what it was.
And what was it?
Something fell over in the kitchen. I think it was a broomstick.
Okay.
So that's nothing. It's not the end
Is
of the world.
is that good luck or bad luck?
I'm going to say good luck. Say good luck.
It's going to be good luck, is it? All right. I was just wondering there the broomstick.
So.
I'm not looking forward to Wednesday anyway.
No,
that's what I'm going to say about that. I think I'll just go into hiding or something. God, man. We're going
you have to do like a therapy stream if you're not working Thursday evening.
I am unfortunately, but no, well, actually, fortunately, probably actually. Keep myself active and keep myself occupied.
Yeah.
Honestly. I mean, seriously.
All
right.
Did you ever hear from your little Liverpool mate again?
No, never. I heard nothing. I kind of feel a bit bad now because he's a young fella. But anyway.
Yeah, I know, but like...
He's a young guy, you know. I feel
he's a young guy, but you said to him to be respectful. You said to him, look, I want to talk about football. It's just... I don't know, it's a young thing, isn't it? I suppose, trying to act Jack the lad and thinking he's funny and didn't really work.
Yeah.
So, but
no, I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything again from Dasa. I think that's it's for the best anyway. He's only a young fella, but still, he was being a bit,
disrespectful.
Yeah, don't talk about the club that I supported all my life, that I love. I just don't like that kind of thing. It kind of, it set the wrong tone. Something inside of me, I don't know what. Obviously, we were on a bad run, and our hopes of the league title have evaporated. So he kind of just hit a raw nerve, saying I hate Arsenal. He just said it one too many times, and he hit a raw nerve, and I just in that moment I was just like a bull in a china shop. I was like a bear with a sore ass. I just hate to hear I hate Arsenal. I mean, he does know that I'm actually a genuine Arsenal fan. Yeah, I'm not just along for the ride because the team are going well. You know what I mean? I actually care about the club since I was a young fella. So like, look at my tattoo, you know what I mean? This is real. It doesn't wash off. This is an original one from back in the day. So, I mean, the original crest. I mean, seriously, jeez. I come across as being mild-mannered and placid, but don't be saying that you hate the club that I love.
Well, no, I mean, I don't think you did anything wrong personally because I watched it back the other day.
No, I didn't use any bad language.
No, but he was being disrespectful. You said to him, like, I got you on here to have a conversation about football. Yeah. Talk about actual football, not, here slagging off Arsenal.
Yeah.
About 4 or 5 times, mate. And then it was just like, well, I loved the sarcasm you gave, though. It's like, yeah, well, Jurgen Klopp's not going to leave because you are the biggest club in the world. Giving it all pretty big bollocks. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. He's lucky, though, that he was actually gone before you came on.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I'll be on in 5 minutes. Like, keep him there.
And but, I had gone west by that point. I had lost the plot by that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is, man. I don't know. He'll learn though. He's a young fella. We have bigger problems anyway, man. We have bigger problems ahead of us.
Indeed.
I don't know, man. I just don't know. We'll have to see. Next season, like I said, I'm not going to go to the ground now, and I'm not going to spend my hard-earned money on some merch.
I wouldn't bother, mate. I wouldn't bother.
I'm going to wear my old, I have some top jerseys there. They're in perfect condition. I have T-shirts. I have this. I mean, I do something else with that money, man. Honestly, you know what? Honestly, what are they doing to us, man? What is that? What the? Did you ever see a
Killing
team
us.
actually just drop off like that when it's a championship push going on? I
Mm.
mean, even when United lost it a couple of years, they lost it by a point or maybe 2 points. You know, Chelsea as well, they always like gave it a go. Like, remember the Man City Man United one? Remember that? Was that like 2011 or 2010? City won it by the point.
Oh,
You
where
know?
it's Aguero. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
Aguero's goal. I mean, you know what I mean? Both teams went right to the debt and 110% behind the charge, whereas we have just dropped off completely. I never.
Yeah, the
And
United
we're
game,
leading the league.
when the United game played first or something, City was still
That's
playing.
right.
Oh,
And they were
mate.
listening to the game, and then City got the winner.
Can you imagine? That must be
Ferguson did with the players. Come off, come off. He was like that the whole time. Come off, like grumpy, you know. Ferguson just getting players off the field.
Yeah.
Oh, he was gone bananas, by.
Yeah, he was a funny old fucker.
Hilarious. They deserved that window. Man City deserved it that year. They were very good.
Yeah, well, that was when you saw Man City really become what they were going to become.
Yeah, they were major league. They weren't playing. But then I think United won it again. Then the next season maybe, because remember they got Van Persie. Because Ferguson's last year they won it. I know that.
Yeah, well, that was it. They got Van Persie and he won them the league, didn't he?
Yeah, he scored like a load of goals. He left us and he came back and he haunted us when he came to the Emirates as well.
It's the one that hurts as well, man. Is that one?
He destroyed Vermaelen, you know, Thomas Vermaelen.
Yeah. Well,
he had a point to prove, you know.
He was that good.
Yeah. I'll never forget Piers Morgan. Like, Piers Morgan is many things, yeah, but he's also an Arsenal fan. It was when Piers Morgan actually found out that we had sold him to United. He was fuming on TV about it. He was on Sky Sports and he was ripping. He'd been out walking the dog outside his house and he was like, I can't believe they sold him to you. United would never sell us Wayne Rooney. They would never sell us Ryan Giggs at his pomp. Not that we want that white Peter. But they would never, not that we launch him, you know what I mean? He's using women as a punch bag. But not that we would have a player like him, but they would never sell us one of their better players.
Well, that's it. It's like we let Van Persie go there. We let Alexis Sanchez go there. I think we let someone else go there. I'm sure we did. I can't remember. Racking my brains. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. No, I'm thinking of Nasri to City, you know. But we let them players go, and then with the Sanchez one, we got Henrik Mkhitaryan.
Yeah. Remember we took Silvestre. You remember that?
Oh God, yeah. He was like a Teenage Mutant Hero Turtle, weren't he?
Yeah, we had Silvestre playing for us.
Oh, he's fucking dog shit.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like when we've taken players off of them, it's not been their best players, is it? It's been all their shit they don't want.
We gave them Van Persie in his pomp, in his prime.
Man United get Van Persie, we get Silvestri, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I know.
See, we're not respecting ourselves as a big club. We're not respecting ourselves as a big club.
No, we're not.
You know what I mean? Like that's not the actions of a club that's actually leave him on the bench, let him rot in the reserves. You know what I mean? But don't give him to your
that's what
rivals.
Well, that was it. It was like with Adebayo. Do you remember when we sold him to Man City? And then Arsenal fans got the fucking arsehole with him. He didn't actually want to go to Man City. He wanted to stay at Arsenal. But they didn't sort out a contract for him.
He retired recently. Yeah? He retired like 2 weeks ago.
Didn't even realise he was still playing.
He was, yeah.
He went to Spurs.
Yeah.
I always remember this. He went to Spurs and then he went to fucking Real Madrid on loan.
Yeah.
Fucking Real Madrid. And then
he was a decent player.
Yeah, but then he went back to Spurs and he was in the reserves and he was like coining it in because he was on big money. So he was still paying his wages. Like,
yeah.
Fucking unbelievable.
Good player though.
Oh, he was at Arsenal.
Good goal scorer, yeah. He was at Arsenal now.
Yeah, I don't know. Sums it up though, doesn't it? Typical.
I don't know, but you know what? Things were going grand this season for us. We were doing all right, you know, and there was a bit of a buzz and a sense of excitement and a this and a that. But now you'd have to think as well when it comes to next season. like it's hard to kind of get excited or motivated because you know at some point there's going to be the drop off.
Mm.
And Saka as well, he's burnt out. Yeah, we've been overusing him, overplaying him. But at the end of last season as well, he dipped, and this season he's kind of dipped. And the confidence is kind of drained out of the team. I don't know. I don't think we had enough players in the team that actually contributed enough to win us the title. You know, there was a couple of people came in with a couple of goals, but it was mainly Saka, Martinelli. You know what I mean? I don't know am I summing that up right, but definitely there wasn't enough of a contribution.
There's no rotation for him. That's part of the problem. Like Alexis Sanchez was another one going to Man United. At least we got best.
Yeah, well, he scored one goal when he went down.
He said, well, he said to when he got to United and see how they did things there. He was like, "Is it too late to cancel the transfer because it was too much for him?"
Yeah.
But it was like, I mean, to let Sanchez, like, he carried this team.
Yeah, an amazing player.
But
an amazing player.
Yeah. Great example as well. But it's just the rotation part of it as well. We just don't seem to have anything to rotate.
No.
Pepe's out on loan. We could have brought in someone like Zaha, maybe.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have cost us a lot of money. And he could have just been something to throw on, you know, when you sit 60, 70 minutes, chuck him on for Saka, give him a bit of a break as well. So, because there isn't anyone really other than Reece Nelson. But you don't play Reece Nelson. You played him in one game for like 10 minutes. And he came on for against West Ham for about 5 minutes.
You know who's a very, very good player, man? And I was watching him yesterday again, and he was fantastic for them. Mitoma, Brighton. My God.
I know,
he
right?
is serious player, by Mitoma. Every time he got the ball, United, the defenders were actually shaking. They didn't want to come into the tackle. They were standing off him because he just draws you in and goes past you. He was just flying. Mitoma, boy. I'm telling you. This guy, and he's got Premier League experience. I've said it time and time again. Premier League. He's already in the Premier League. This guy, if we could buy him, seriously. I mean,
but we won't because we want to keep
Fabio Vieira out of there.
But we don't want to buy him though because we want to keep a good relationship with Brighton. So that was the excuse for Caicedo. We didn't buy him because we wanted to keep a good relationship with Brighton. Fuck Brighton. Fucking think of your club. Don't think of other clubs.
That doesn't make any. Yeah, they're pulling our leg on that one, but they're insulting our intelligence. You know what I mean, seriously, like it's just bring Caicedo to the red carpet. Yeah, it's been. You know what? I don't know what Arsenal Alex thinks about the game on Wednesday. How you think it's going to go, man? But let us know, which way you think it's going to go. Obviously, I think you think it's going to be an L. I mean, anyone in their right mind. I mean, if Bayern Munich get turned over the way they were, I mean, how is there hope for us? And how are we going to handle Haaland? I mean, he's going to absolutely pick our pockets. I'd say he could. I tell you, it could actually be like a record loss. It could get him. I think they're going to hit a lot of goals. And I mean, I don't think we'll even score one. And I don't want to be, look, I love the club, but we're just going to get overpowered. Like every place we have a good player, they have an equally strong player, if not better. I mean, they're strong in all areas.
Yeah.
Saka, they have Ake. Even if Saka was top, I wasn't tired. Nathan Ake is playing in that position. And he decided the game against us maybe a month or so ago, remember? He got the goal. They beat us 1-0. I think that was the cup game. Alexis McAllister. Yeah. Decent player.
He's decent.
Player. Reminds me of myself when I used to play, but reminds me of myself. I was quite the mover on the field, I could drop that shoulder.
When you're doing that, you look like a mover.
Yeah, I would drop the shoulder and then I'd be straight onto the stretcher.
Jesus Christ. Look at me, I'm moving.
I dropped the shoulder and I'd be onto the stretcher. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. I was very relaxed when I played. My shoulders were like this.
You don't look relaxed. You look like
I was like Harry Maguire. I kind of I'll get my head on this. You know what I mean? And I couldn't move anything. I just kind of move my whole body as one. I'll get like in the football, like one of the players.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
a bit rigid, Anyway, c'est la vie, yeah. C'est la vie.
McAllister would be a good one for us, but
I want Brighton scouting. They find gems. They do.
They do.
That's because they got their eyes open as well. Arsenal have their eyes open. Arsenal like Spurs as well. Spurs outdo us. I said that the last day. Spurs outdo us. Brighton outdo us. Scouts.
That's it. I mean, I can't really think of anyone we've scouted that we brought in that's been amazing. Do you know what I mean? It's like who have we really brought in that we, everyone we brought in is already, we know about them already.
Yeah. So, there's been no kind of find. Yeah, there's been no find. There's been no player.
No.
And I mean, you have League One, you have Serie A, you have the Bundesliga. I mean, there's plenty of players. I mean, in Germany, there's a lot of good professional players too. In France, they have some very quick, powerful players. I mean, Arteta himself is Spanish. Well, he doesn't have any contact with anyone outside of Manchester City, for God's sake. We don't want any Zinchenko's again. We'll take another player off Manchester City. Oh, my God.
Well, that's it. They say Arteta's phoning. I might just fucking leave it, go to answer phone. God, fuck him. He's won nothing. He played at Barcelona for a bit. Fuck him. He was never with us.
And how can Spurs be more attractive than us? Because they get they got Richarlison. I mean, you think if we had made a bid for Richarlison, he would have come to Arsenal?
But has Richarlison really done anything at Spurs?
Yeah, that's true, yeah. No, he hasn't.
Like, has he even scored a goal yet? I don't know.
I don't think so.
Not sure,
But he actually was a decent player when they got him, though. You know what I mean? It's like, could we have attracted him? Like, I don't know. Anyway,
I think he's one of those. I mean, when you watched him at Everton, he was a bit sort of, one week he'd be on fire, next week he'd be like quiet as a mouse. But
yeah.
It's a strange one. It's a strange one.
Maybe if we get the Champions League football, though, which I think we will qualify for the Champions League now, then we can attract some players, Like maybe they'll, the lure of Champions League football. But obviously we're going to get a hiding to nothing. Our first season back in how long? We're going to get a hiding to nothing in the Champions League.
Well, this is it. As soon as we go up against a decent team, we're going to get absolutely smashed. Yeah. Like, a lot of people go, oh, yeah, but we're in the Champions League. Oh, whoopsie-doo. Whoopsie-doo. What are we going to do in the Champions League? Are we going to compete?
Oh, man. I'm going to hear the team tune, and then the curtain's going to come down.
Well, yeah, well, this is it. What's the plan? Like, have we got a plan for the Champions League? Are we going to go out and buy players?
Try not to get hammered. That's the plan.
Well,
try not to get beaten by Bayern 4-0 every time in the quarterfinal.
We'll know.
Scored 1 goal for Tottenham. Oh, yeah. He's been among the goals, all right. He's been among the goals, in fairness.
1 goal. Nice.
He's a very well-rounded player. I need to actually do another one of my monster live streams, like 12 hours. I was like that. I did. Arsenal Alex came on at the end of the one I did maybe like a year ago, and I was really like this when he came on. I was kind of, and he was like, "What is this? Like a silent watch along?" Because I was literally like this. I was asleep. Yeah, I was like this.
Fucking hell.
He asked me, "Was it a silent watch along?" But this time I actually know more YouTubers, so I could actually give slots. You know what I mean? I could actually give you like a general slot. You could come in an hour before or an hour after, whatever. But I could give like general slots, and it ticks over, Like,
yeah, you should do it. You should do like a 12-hour stream again.
General slots.
Just don't be sort of filming the ceiling or anything, Dave.
Yeah. Just this was the phone I used. This was the phone I used. So I just put it like that in work. And then it was looking up the ceiling in the kitchen.
It's the best stream he's ever done.
It was incredible stuff, but you could see like it was like the Sistine Chapel.
You must have got so many views.
13,000.
For a fucking
Trossard signing. Yeah, all I did was say, Trossard. Kyle Walsh wants to come on. Kyle Walsh wants to jump in. Okay, just give me a second, Kyle. I'm going to run to the toilet as well, Kyle. So when I do, you might actually, you might come on and I won't be there. I just realised what that pain was.
Oh, lovely.
I just realised what that. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm in my 40s now. Like my brain isn't as quick as it was before. All right, let me just send the link to Kyle. All right, let me do this. I'm not that technically gifted, guys, as you might have actually realised that. But I'm a decent fellow. All right, enough bad jokes. There'll be no more bad jokes. Let me do this, and then I'm going to go out and drain the weasel. I need to drain the shamrock.
Yeah.
I need to drain the shamrock.
All right. Enough.
All right, easy now. Ease up there.
I'm going to go drain this.
I liked all your photos, man, when you were up in York. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was no draining of anything there.
No, there wasn't. Nothing being drained. All right, let's see.
Just my bank balance.
File. I know what it is. It's Walsh. Yeah, there we go. Make sure I don't send it to Warren.
Best pal. BFF.
Kyle actually goes on his channels. Still goes on his channel. Respects to him. I got no beef with him.
Yeah, it's weird that just sort of, you know.
Yeah, and misunderstandings happen, you know.
Mm.
We can talk off air about it at some point, and I'll. Kyle, I sent you the link, man. I'm after sending you the link, and I'm going to take a quick break there, guys, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay. Sorry not to leave you. Sorry not to leave you on your own, man.
How will I cope?
All right. See you in 5 minutes, guys. And Kyle is going to absolutely rip the club a new one. I know he is. Just don't be.
And here I am all by myself. So, yeah, everyone remember to smash the like button and show the Old School Gunner a little bit of love and subscribe to his channel as well. So, let's see. Is there any new football news anywhere? Just going to check for you. Feels weird. All by myself. Let's have a look. Is there any football news? So Spurs interim manager's obviously been sacked. Podge could be going to Chelsea. Ooh. The emergency alert. Apparently loads of people were sending out false ones saying Spurs was in crisis. Ronaldo fumes at his own bench. He's not a happy man. Ooh. That's about it. Apparently Barca want Aubameyang back. That's all I can see at the moment. So there you go. So is there anyone watching? Let's have a look. 5 of you watching. Big up yourselves. Mr. Kyle Walsh will be joining us very shortly. So just waiting for the OSG to come back. This is nice. I'll do a little bit of self-promoting, shall I? Come and follow my channel, The Mcmanus Sense, where I talk about fragrances. And I always put links into the description where you can find them a bit cheaper. So go and follow that. Smash the likes on the videos. And that would really help my channel. Got nothing else to talk about now. So I don't really do well on my own. So... Hey, how you doing?
What's happening, brother?
Oh, thank God. I was going to stir crazy by myself here.
I was listening to you there. You're on about fragrances and stuff like that. So I have to check out the channel because I'm always looking for nice fragrances for the ladies. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, mate. Yeah, I've got a few on there. So give it a look. Smash the likes up.
Absolutely. What's the story? What's happening? You well?
I'm all right. I'm just pissed off with Arsenal. But other than that, I'm great.
Yeah, well, after Dave comes back and you'll see a man that's fucking pissed off. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, I watched you on I see you on Del Boy's channel the other night. Mate, honestly. Unbelievable.
Don't be good.
Mm.
Big up, Dave.
Yes, here he is.
All right, I'm back. Here I am.
The legend is back.
Sorry about that. My apologies. Nature called. Let me just. There we go. All right, there we go. I can see myself. That's the important thing, that I'm seen by everybody. So what's going on, Kyle? You all right?
How could you be all right, brother? How could you be all right for this fucking shit?
Exactly. All right, let rip. Let's hear
No,
it.
a few facts have to be said there. You know what I mean? A few things have to be said here, and people don't agree. How fucking long am I saying that this Arsenal team will win that? I've been proved right again. This is 19 fucking years now, this is.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? We left Highbury to go to the Emirates to compete with the best in Europe, and we can't compete against Southampton. Southampton comes along to the Emirates Stadium, scores 3 goals. What is that all about? Players not good enough in certain positions. I'm sick saying it. Lads picking up Jesus this, Jesus that. Jesus won't win your Premier League title. He's not a natural goal scorer. He's a workhorse. He is a fantastic player, don't get me wrong, but he's not going to win you a league title.
Mm-hmm.
I said it months ago. People laughed at me. Martinelli, Saka. I'm sick and tired of lads making these lads out to be world-class players and football geniuses. One fella said that Saka is a better player than Robert Perez. What's wrong with these? What's wrong with
He's
these
not as
people?
good as him now, in fairness.
I don't know what game these lads are looking at. Another fella told me the Odegaard is every bit as good as Dennis Bergkamp. What's going on with what is going on with the fan? The fan base is the problem.
That was a good one.
At the end of the day, I'm listening about parades being organised for finishing second place. Parades being organised. Do you know what being organised if I was at the club? Pay fucking 45 to the whole lot of them. Out the fucking door.
Yeah.
A couple of funerals.
Arteta, Edu, Vinay, all these lads have to go. They're not good enough, Dave. They're there the last 3.5 years, going into the 4th year. They have no chance winning the Premier League next season. This is the only time we can win it. And we fucking blew it.
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassing. And then people are fantasizing that we're going to go to the Etihad and we're going to beat Man City. Are they out of their fucking tree?
If Bayern couldn't do it, we're not going to do it. To beat Bayern, they're going to beat us.
Having a hope in them.
Yeah.
Not a hope. Let's get this straight. Not a chance.
Not a prayer.
And this fucking young team bullshit that I'm listening to.
Yeah, they're a young team.
They're young. Cesc Fabregas was running midfield at 16 years of age for Arsenal Football Club.
Yep.
Do you remember that, lads? Do you know what I mean? Dave, I tell you the truth, man. I'm sick and tired of this fan base. And then not only the fan base, but you have these pricks coming out talking shit. Ian Rice, Lee Dixon, Ray Parder, Martin Keown, Adam Smith. They should be shot.
Yeah.
Should be ashamed of themselves. We were saying that earlier. Yeah.
They're after selling their soul for money.
And when things aren't going well, Kyle, they're as quiet as lambs now in this moment. But then they'll all creep back in again. You know
Ian Rice put up an Instagram thing yesterday or the day before. We have to stand by him. That I still believe. What do you believe in? That you're going to get another few quid for doing PR stunts with new jerseys next season, you absolute fucking dickhead. Speak facts. Arsenal Football Club has blown the league title once again. That's the fact of it. Come out and say it as it is. This young team bullshit that I'm listening to. Think some of that young team is on £200,000 a week. Excuse after excuse after excuse. Arsenal Excuse Football Club, this should be known as. And second place is nothing. Number one, and by the way, we blew 3 trophies to win the league. We got knocked out the FA Cup, the Carling Cup, and the Europa League. And what we left to win now? 0. Once again. Well done, Arteta. Well done.
Yep. Spot on. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's all right. No, but Kyle, it's fine because we had bigger fish to fry. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
We're going to win the Champions League, Kyle.
We're going to win the Champions League. We're going to smash them. What are you talking about?
We're going to win the Champions League, Kyle.
Lads are talking to me about Champions League next season. Celebrate and get Champions League next season. Let me tell you something about Champions League next season. You might win it on the PlayStation because you ain't win it in reality. We can't beat Sporting Lisbon. You can't beat Sporting Lisbon in the Europa League. Never mind Real Madrid.
I know.
Shocking.
I've said this.
Arteta is after failing in the league, in the Premier League and in the cups.
Yeah.
And they think that he's going to go to the Champions League and going to win the Champions League. And by the way, it was Arteta that said that he was going to win the Champions League within 3 years with Arsenal Football Club. Well, Arteta, Mr. Arteta, wake the fuck up. Pack your bag and fuck off out of the club.
Spot on.
Yeah, the last 3 games, Kyle, man. I mean, there were signs there against Bournemouth. Yeah, like I repeat myself again, but there were signs against Bournemouth. We got the 3-2 win, okay, but we couldn't keep doing that. I mean, the last 3 games. I mean, especially the last game. Like Southampton were bottom of the league. West Ham relegation zone, and we got 2-0 ahead against Liverpool and West Ham. And did you see the state of things last Friday against Southampton? The way the team started, that is not title winning form. You're never going to win the title with a team like that. We were 2-0. Did you see Ramsdale trying to play the ball out? Zinchenko oblivious. Poor Holding was caught out in the wrong position, but he was expecting the goalie to kick it long. Why the hell did a Ramsdale just kick it long? It just unraveled from there, and that's not a knee-jerk reaction. What was he thinking when he played the ball out? It was just suicidal stuff. Your man got the ball, he whipped it into the roof of the net. And then Walcott, Gabriel's positioning, Walcott's finish, and Ramsdale again. Like, I don't want to pick on him, man, but he's not getting something on it. You know, he's not. The confidence is drained out of poor Ramsdale, and he's been good for us this season. I like the guy. I actually have a bit of time for Aaron Ramsdale because when he came in, he was like a bull. He was like, come on. He was organising the defence. He was shouting at people, something Leno never did. Well, he was like a breath of fresh air. He was organising the back four, and he was on top of people, making sure they were doing their job. But he couldn't even get anything on the second one, the Walcott shot. I mean, okay, Walcott knows how to finish one. He's been around, yeah. He's a journeyman. He's been around the Premier League a long time. But Ramsdale is just, I don't know, man. Normally he'd get something on it, or at least, you know, get a hand to it or something. It's just, we capitulated.
The whole team came out there against Southampton, and I tell you straight up, every single one shit on themselves. Not every first, and that comes to the management. They're only playing 1 game a week. Fucked up against West Ham, fucked up against Liverpool, and fucked up against Southampton. It's embarrassing. 2-0 up. Should be game over. There should be no excuses.
Yeah.
And then we wake up then for the last 5 minutes and you have Odegaard waving the arms and all this bullshit. He ain't no captain. Where was he for 85 minutes before that? Nowhere to be seen, as usual. He fucking nowhere. Last season, we were trying to get that Champions League spot. 3 games, nowhere to be seen. Again, when it matters, where's our captain? Nowhere to be seen. Was Patrick Vieira like that? Was Tony Adams like that? Was Frank McIntosh like that? And the list goes on.
And Zinchenko was in the centre circle, I think, was it at half time?
Disaster.
And he was given the big one, you know, like the Xhaka talk.
Yeah. Let me say something.
Horrible, man. He was the worst player.
Let me say something that people don't say enough. I'm sick saying this. I think I'm the only one that says this. If Zinchenko and Jesus were these magical players that lads thinks they are, why did Pep Guardiola get rid of them?
Surplus to requirements.
The same with Ozil. Why did Real Madrid get rid of Ozil? Because he was a fucking disgrace, that's why.
Willian, man. Remember we signed Willian?
Terrible.
Oh, fuck.
You have to wake up. You have to look at what's in front of you. And what's in front of me is an Arsenal football team that's winning 0 again. And to win 0 next season, and the season after that, and the season after that. Because it's all fucking bullshit. It's all PR. It's all lies. And the fan base are a crowd of fucking assholes.
But you know what the problem is as well? Like, I got sucked in, yeah? I'm not proud to say, but I got sucked in as well by the whole run we went on this season, yeah, by the form we've had. I got sucked in by the little bit of success that we had because we've been starved of success, league-wise. And we actually had a challenge for the league, yeah? We actually challenged. Now, that's going to amount to nothing. Our league challenge is amounting to nothing right now, okay? We're done. It means nothing at the end of the day. City will be champions. That's all there is about it. But the thing is, I got sucked in too. Because it would have been better if we had a stinker of a season. Because that is the only way that Arteta is going to be shafted. He's going to be shipped out. But now after this great season of hope and Arsenal doing this and that, he's looking as if, well, I'm a mainstay. I'm going to be kept in my job. I'm going to be kept in that position. Edu the same. I mean, I was only saying to Mcmanus earlier before you came on, man, right at the start of the stream, we're that close to winning the league. If they had bought a couple of decent players in the transfer window, we would be on the pig's back. We're that close, Kyle. Seriously, man. And we just threw it away.
Yeah. I haven't got the mentality. Haven't got the winning mentality.
Seriously, like. Seriously. And people were saying yesterday, sorry to cut across you, man. I just said this and I'll let you go on. But people were saying yesterday when I was in work, I think it was a United fan. He was watching the game against Brighton. And I told Mcmanus at the start, he actually said to me, they salvaged a point. I wanted to strangle him. He salvaged a point against Southampton. We're going for the title and we're going against a team in last place. And we salvaged a point. And he was making it like that was the bee's knees. Like, I should be delighted. Yeah. What good is a point? What good is it?
Yeah,
we salvaged a point. I wanted to throttle him.
Yeah.
But that's the mentality. That's the mentality of most of our fan base. Fucking ridiculous.
Salvaged a point.
They're on salvaging a point. They're on about having fucking parades for finishing second place. It's a joke.
Cancel the parade, man. Cancel the parade.
But now, this is what I said earlier on. Like, I guarantee you now, the narrative is, well, we've overachieved anyway. So top four was always our priority. What the fuck are you talking about? We've been in a title race all fucking season, and you lot pissed it away in 3 fucking games because you're a bunch of bottle jobs.
Yeah, 100%.
Just fucking bullshit.
100%.
Absolute bullshit.
People, there have to be accountability. Where's the accountability? There's no accountability. He has to go. Next season, we'll win nothing again. How many fucking years do these fans want with no achievements?
We can't see you, Kyle.
Fucking years so far.
Kyle, we can't see you. It's even scarier than normal.
I mean the
you did that on purpose, right? You're like in the shadows. All I heard was the voice.
Dave, I
can see you.
I'm like Arsenal. You could see me there, and now you can't see me. Like Arsenal.
Step back into the shadows.
Oh, I tell you one thing. I tell you straight up.
It's a disaster,
we're going to get a football lesson Wednesday nights.
God, it was God no. Oh, please save me from it. I just can't wait for that day to be over.
If it was ever going to be a time to do it, it would have been this year. Because next season, you can guarantee every fucking team will be rebuilding. Liverpool will be rebuilding.
Yeah.
And United will be rebuilding. City will be rebuilding.
Newcastle.
Even Chelsea. We're not going to do what they're going to do. We never fucking do. We always sort of leave everything too late.
Mcmanus, let me tell you something, my friend, and I mean this. Here's the real embarrassing thing. Newcastle United will win a Premier League title before Arsenal. Watch this space.
Oh, definitely.
And if that happens should be fucking war.
There should have been protests after the game on Friday, man. Seriously, the fans should have came out and they should have created a stink after the game on Friday. But they just lapped it up and went home.
Yeah, but this is clapping. And Odegaard, like a gladiator, walking around the stadium on his own, clapping the fans. What the fuck are you clapping over, Odegaard, you absolute prick? Captain of the club, and you're fucking clapping, and you have to draw on 3-3 with fucking Southampton.
Bottom of the table, man. Bottom of the table. We're going for the league. How many more chances do they want?
He's the captain. It's no wonder we're not winning anything. Fucking embarrassing. I'll tell you one thing. If I was at the club and he did that, I'd wrap him around the crossbar. Absolute prick.
Oh, fuck.
Whole thing is embarrassing. Everything is embarrassing.
But you know what I don't understand? Yeah. But you know what I don't understand as well? They knew the run-in weeks ago. Like, I mean, we do something against Liverpool, right? We got a draw. We maybe get something. We win against West Ham. We win against Southampton. Yeah. And then at least we have that cushion going into the Man City game, which is a difficult game. But at least we have the points from West.
Oh, he's gone.
No, he's gone. He's like the Gunners. He's absolutely a Gunner.
He's got Gunner's Wi-Fi by the looks of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, but this is the thing, like, with these fucking dickheads, like he said they were applauding, like, because we got a point. That's fucking great and all that. You're the fucking problem. You're the fucking problem. And when we keep saying, oh, top four's priority, and we end up in the Champions League next season, let's see you clapping at the end of the game when we're getting spanked by Bayern Munich or Real Madrid.
Absolute fact.
Fucking, they make me sick. Yeah, they absolutely make me sick. Fucking pricks.
It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful. No winning mentality. This is our best chance in 19 years to win the league title, and we're not blowing it. Next season, forget next season. It's not happening.
It was now or never this season, and it's going to be never.
All right, sorry about that.
That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Theo Walcott came to the Emirates Stadium and scored.
I
know. No saint, lads. I no fucking saint.
Well,
it's a joke. It's embarrassing.
And like I said, they knew the run-in before we were coming up to it. Do something in the Liverpool game. Do something in the West Ham game. Do something in the Southampton game. And then we at least we set ourselves up. We have a cushion if we lose to City. And then we see. But at least put yourself in that position. But how many chances do they need? There's no excuse for that Southampton game. Like the last game out, they are in the relegation zone. They're mired at the foot of the table. Okay, they play with a little bit of confidence. They play with a bit of aggression. They got players that can score, but they're a professional team. We should have put them to bed. That game should have been dealt with. Done. We win. It's over. Come on, like. Yeah. And I mean, even if we have to be defensive against them at the start of the game and play on the counter, even if we're the home team, but get to 3 points, win the game. I wouldn't complain if they won 1-0. You would never hear me complain if we won that game 1-0. I would say 3 points, lads. Well played. I wouldn't complain.
They're on about Arsenal's young team and the youths. Southampton had a 19-year-old in midfield that ran the show. Ran the show, 19 years old. What excuse
Alcaraz. Was that Alcaraz?
Absolutely fantastic. No,
brilliant.
Striker. There was a 19-year-old midfielder. He was absolutely sensational. And they're talking about you. If you're fucking good enough, you play. No matter what else you are.
Yep.
Sick and tired of all excuses. Excuse.
19 years and waiting, Kyle, man. It's 19 years now.
You look back at Del Boy. You look back at the Del Boy show when we got beat by Everton. And watch my reaction. I said on his show, for against Arsenal winning the Premier League this season, it ain't happening. And people slated at me. What's wrong with him? He's overreacting. Am I overreacting now, I wonder?
No.
I said it 4 months ago. We're not having no hope of winning the league. And the finger was pointed at me. Kyle Walsh, he's known to be toxic.
Negative, and they were telling the truth.
I'm not telling the truth all the way. No, not good enough. Not going to win the league. End of story.
Yep.
And look at us now, Kyle. Look at us now, man. It's been so disappointing. I mean, and it could have been avoided. I mean, I was saying to Mcmanus there, remember the year that City won the league with the Aguero goal at the end when they played Sunderland? United pushed City all the way. They pushed them all the way. A point separated them. It's not normal to capitulate like we have. It's not normal. Leagues aren't decided like that normally. Both teams go hell for leather till the end of the season, and it's tight. We just fell away.
Yeah, but this is a thing. This is although it's not the same every season, but we always fucking fall apart. If it's not December, it's January, we'll start falling apart. But the thing is, if you look at it, we'll fuck up, we'll throw the league away, and then we start playing really good. So all of a sudden, the pressure's off us, but we start winning games again. It's ridiculous. Once the league's done, we turn into a different team.
Oh my God.
Why is that? It makes no fucking sense. You just fucking bottle jobs, absolute bottle jobs.
As soon as the league is out of reach, like points wise, it's not possible anymore mathematically. When it's no longer mathematically possible, we're going to win and we're going to go on a run. It's going to happen, man. Seriously, it's not funny. It's not funny. I'm laughing, but it's. I've been freaked out of my mind the last couple of games. I've been freaked out of my mind.
I said it earlier on.
The worst mood you could ever imagine.
Yeah, exactly. But I said it earlier on. Like, to me, Arteta's not taking it seriously if you're putting Fabio Vieira in over other players.
Yeah.
What's Elmer Smith Rowe got to do? Why is Fabio Vieira even in the fucking team?
Useless, man. Useless.
Shit player.
Useless player, man.
Why did Fabio Vieira start and Trossard was sitting on the bench? Would someone please tell me the logic to that?
Nope, can't tell you because it makes no sense to me.
Vieira is absolutely fucking brutal.
Worst player ever, man. Worst player ever. We need Patrick, not Fabio.
Yeah. Did you see those
Vieira in name only. Name only. Crap.
See those two legends in the stadium during the Henry and Vieira? They looked disgusted.
Yeah, they were disgusted. They were shocked. They were just appalled by what they saw. But say what you want about the first two games, but the home game against Southampton was a home banker, lads. We could have got those 3 points and just cleaned up. I mean, that tells you all you need to know about the state of the team right now. We are going to get absolutely massacred against Manchester City. Just seriously, guys, I want to. Mcmanus is going to watch it. I don't know why. It's not going to be good for your.
I'm going to try and find a stream to watch it on. I will watch it. Yeah, but it's watching the game the other night. It looked like Southampton are the ones that are in the title race, not us. We were fucking abysmal.
Yeah,
and that's giving us credit, honestly.
And we were playing incisive. It was very incisive. Like for the Walcott goal, the ball was just put directly in, and he ran in, and like Gabriel was nowhere. Right, respects to him. The defense was nowhere. The keeper was nowhere, and they were 2-0 up.
But Zinchenko's, I'm sorry, he can't start the next game. It's got to be Tierney. You can't rely on the guy. He's not a left back. He's
Defensively, no. He's
him in the midfield
going forward. And
I'm worried about starting Thomas Partey in this game because let's be real, he's been fucking pony the last few games.
Crap.
It's a major worry. Like they said, oh yeah, it's because he's fasting. Well, why is he on the fucking pitch then? You got to have the legs for a reason.
Yeah. He didn't have the legs to get around the park.
This is very simple. You look at the Arsenal team. You look at the Arsenal team now Wednesday night, right? You have Holding and you have Shevchenko because he ain't picking Tierney because Shevchenko is his lover boy. Partey has been useless. He's been playing. Odegaard is captain. Big game. No, see. We're playing with about 7 players already. Man City 3-4-0, no problem. Watch. Not good enough. Not fucking good enough.
And you know what the thing is? We haven't even pushed them. They haven't been pushed, in my opinion. And on Wednesday night, they're not going to be tested. I mean, they're laughing out. They're like this, man. They're rubbing their hands together the last 3 games.
Did you see what Haaland said?
No.
What did he say?
Haaland said, we watched Arsenal fall apart the other night. We knew this was going to happen. Now we have him. Wait till you see what we're going to do Wednesday night. Haaland said us that we watched him crumble. We knew this was going to happen. Watch what's going to happen Wednesday night. Haaland said it.
Yeah.
Not a prayer going to need had him win it. Not a hope.
Sorry, though. Martin Odegaard would be sniffing around him, laughing and joking.
Yeah.
Getting his jersey at the end.
He can fuck himself, honestly.
I swear to God, if I was there, I strangle the bastard if I saw that.
It was bad enough seeing it before when we played him at home.
Absolutely.
And they were fucking laughing and joking with each other on the halfway line. It's like, what
Absolutely.
the fuck? You shouldn't be fucking even talking to each other. Like this is a big game.
It's a competitive match. It's a competitive game, and it's the mentality.
Absolute
you need to
facts.
be belligerent.
Oh, mate, I'm going to have to say goodbye to you now because I may go again. I'm non-stop, but Dave, let me know what the crack is, man. I'll give you a text there later on, buddy.
Yeah, no bother, man. Take care of yourself, and thank you for coming on, yeah.
Pick up to your friend.
Thanks for coming on, Kyle, and take care, yeah.
Cheers, buddy. Catch you later, man.
Kyle. See you later, man. Thanks for coming on, yeah.
No, brother. No, I had to speak a few facts there.
Yeah, of course. All the best, man. Thank you.
Lads.
See you later.
See you later, bud.
All right, and that was that. That was the main man.
Spot on, man. Spot on. Everything he said was spot on.
Talks sense, but it's obviously eating him up inside. But he said it like he's come back to Del Boy's channel, the Everything game. He saw something back him and he said, nah, not this season. I mean, it's been disappointing, but we have to take it on the chin, you know. To be honest, next season, last place you're going to see me anyway is in the club shop. If you ever see me on social media posting the club shop, you have the permission to slap me around the place if you ever meet me. All right, just come in and grab me by the head and drag me out. You know what I mean?
I think you're a bit taller than me, so I might have trouble with that.
No problem. I'm Irish, you know, we're pushovers. The Irish are pro pushovers. No, but what a disaster, man, the last couple of games. I mean, honestly, I think he summed it up there. He's right about Odegaard. He's right about Vieira. It's not just talent; it's leadership. He's right about them. Odegaard will go missing. I was right when I said about Ramsdale, though, man. He's not even getting the glove on the shot now. I mean, when Walcott went in, you know, he didn't even get his legs to it or nothing. I mean, it's just commentary from Arsenal forever. Here we go. 30 years of hurt in Europe, 30 years of hurt in the League Cup, 19 years of hurt in the Premier League. But at least we have that Arsenal Forever song, or was it like Angel Islington or something?
Fucking London Forever or something.
Yeah, man, Dumford, isn't it, or something? Dumphy or something, whatever his name is. Yeah, North London Forever. Yeah, I was like, walking along, you know what I mean? There's a pigeon, or there's a rat running along the ground or something.
I looked it up when I found out. Oh yeah, that's on new songs. So I thought, okay, let's just see how bad this is. And I put it on. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
it was as bad as when they had the Wonder of You by Elvis when they used to walk out. That was bad enough.
Like, Coming Round the Mountain, that was a good song. Coming Round the Mountain when she comes, and Arsenal, wasn't that one of the songs? Coming Round the Mountain, it was. Gunnosaurus would be Gunnosaurus back.
Like play something decent. Do you know what I mean? Like they had like one of the games. I don't know if it was pre-season or something. They had. I don't know if you ever watched WWE, but there's like I think it's Motorhead. Time to play the game.
Yeah.
It's actually a decent song. It's like it G you up a bit. Do you know what I mean? Instead of listening to fucking North London Forever.
Get you fired up, yeah.
Jesus, you need something. It's like there's no fire in their bellies.
Honestly, I'm fearing the worst anyway on Wednesday. It's a done deal. We're after gift wrapping the league, so we might as well just, you know, bend over now and take it. Because they're going to Haaland is just going to have a field day, man. He's relishing it. And, you know, he's a monster. I mean, even at your best, Haaland is a monster. Even at your best, you want to be on it. Like, if Saliba was playing, he'd have to be on it. Like, he'd have to play his best game ever, Saliba, to keep him quiet.
But that'd be the thing, though, now. You watch, that'd be the thing now. Oh, yeah, well, we've had injuries. And look, every team gets fucking injuries. You can't use that as an excuse, please. That's just fucking pathetic.
It's part and parcel of the game, man. It's the modern game. You get injuries, you have to overcome it.
Yeah, exactly. We'll maybe do a bit more in the transfer windows and actually get players we need.
Yeah, and have backup. And we're going to get found out big time, man. You know what? That's going to be a sign to everybody, though, how far behind we are. You know, when we play them at least Arteta will know. I mean, he knows already, but this will be the wake-up call maybe that a lot of fans need. I can't stand Arsenal singing "We've got Super Mick Arteta."
But that's the thing, though. It's like, I mean, I hadn't been to an Arsenal game for a long time. Like, I stopped going because it was just too expensive. But like this whole week got Super Mick Arteta, to me, like when I watched the documentary, painful as it was, I still put myself through it. Then I went to therapy, but it was literally like I watched it, and it's all these kids, like young fans, lads in like from I'd say 12 to I don't know 22, 23, maybe a bit older. I haven't seen any of the older generation singing this fucking shit. Maybe they do, I don't know. But whenever they seem to sing it and they pan in on someone, it's all these young kids.
Yeah.
Young fellas, like, what I mean, they're 20s or whatever. But it's just like, why? Why are you singing that shit? Mick Arteta, he does fuck off, you pricks.
I don't even know the lyrics to it, to be honest, but I think I'm better off.
They
sing it underneath the, when they come out of they come down where they get the food court, they'll all be like there. You know what I mean? Oh man, maybe at half-time or at full time, but they're like, I let them have their fun, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's a serious point to this, and it's like, it's
cringy, honestly.
Yeah. I think a lot of them are wearing the club's name like a stamp. It's almost like wearing like a Louis Vuitton shirt. I am an Arsenal fan. That's the way they've been this season. That's how they feel about it. Whereas the real hardcore, the diehards, we just want the team to win. Just one league, just win this season. Do this for us. It's been 19 seasons. I mean, it's actually going to be a quarter of a century in 6 years. Like, it'll be a quarter of a century. 25 years without a league title, man. And I can see that coming around there. I can see that quarter of a century. I hope anyway in our lifetime we see another league win. I think it's out of our reach right now because City are just going to dominate for the next.
But like we said,
another team are going to slip in and slide into our spot, and we're not going to.
That's exactly what's going to happen. That's exactly what's going to happen. And the thing is, like, this was the best chance for us to do it. We got to be realistic. We're not going to do it next season. Like, I just don't see it. Like, I see all the
and
teams.
We have Champions League as well, man. We're not going to be able to with the squad we have.
Forget it.
The squad we have, it's not possible.
But that's what I'm saying. Like all the teams, like City, Chelsea, United, Newcastle United. I don't know who else. Liverpool. They're all going to build big. They're going to fucking go out there and spend money and buy players and bring them in. We're not going to do the same because we've wasted so much money on Dross.
And Klopp is a better manager. Ten Hag is a better manager. Let's be honest, they're better managers than Arteta. Like, Ten Hag hasn't been there long, but he's already got United playing mean, playing aggressively with a bit of verve. He's already got them, doing something. They've not been bad, United, in fairness.
No, they've done all right. They've done all right, to be fair. They've won a trophy.
Apart from the mauling at Liverpool, I don't know what was going on there. Apart from the mauling they got down to Liverpool.
That was weird. I mean, you see them do well, they win a trophy, and then they go to Liverpool, will play Liverpool and get absolutely smashed.
Oh.
Like, how? Liverpool been, no disrespect to Liverpool, but they have been pony most of the season.
Brutal.
And then to turn it on like that and just absolutely destroy United? Weird.
Like, Southampton played better against us than Liverpool did. Let's be honest, in my opinion.
No, but you're right. They did. These young Arsenal fans have never seen a club with success. I've seen this club win 5 league titles and the European Cup Winners' Cup, League Cup and FA Cup. Yeah, me too. Me too. And that's the thing. They all seem to think that Arsenal Football Club started when Arsene Wenger was manager. I mean, George Graham was manager when I started supporting Arsenal. You know what I mean? Life, there was life before Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, of course. And there was titles.
Yeah.
There was titles. Absolutely. I think Graham won twice. I think 89 and 91, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he also won
the Cup. Won it after 89, but we won it again. And he won the Cup Winners' Cup against Parma.
League Cup and the FA Cup. And
1993, I think, was the FA Cup. Was it the Cup double? Did he win more than one season? No.
Yeah, 90 season 92.
Food for thought, guys. Anybody watching the game on Wednesday, I'd say tranquilize yourself or take some kind of sedative. I don't know, just to relax yourself. Keep your blood pressure under 190. Comment in here from RN5SM. Let me see. Arsenal forever. George Graham won 6 major trophies at Arsenal. Yeah, decent. A good return, yeah. I think Ozil would have fit perfectly in this team instead of the terrible squads he was a part of. Interesting comment. Not a fan of Ozil, to be honest, if I'm going to be.
No,
but yeah, maybe.
I think like maybe I don't know, because if you look at the squad he had around him at Real Madrid, they kind of made him look really fucking good as well. I mean, not that he wasn't good. It's just I think sometimes that is part of the problem. But that was another Wenger team, weren't it? It was just like you get a couple of good players in, and then just surround them with Mohamed El Nene and players like that. It's kind of you can't expect it to work, but. The nearly team. That's Arsenal, the nearly team.
That's us, by. That's going to be, I tell you now, it's like you keep saying, by next season is going to be even doubly difficult for us. And we'll have the Champions League as well in the background. I mean, and injuries are going to come. Players are going to be more, I don't know. We could have done with a bit of continuity as well, though, I think. I don't know, like Arteta, I don't know, like he didn't change too much, but at some points he did when the team was actually winning. I mean, unless a player was injured, don't change it up because you knock the... they gain momentum. I don't know. I think this experience is probably going to help Arteta, but we're not going to be any closer to winning the league, in my opinion. This is the best chance we've had in.
I mean, I do. I
can't see Arteta winning a league title. No, I can't see.
I think this is as far as he can take us, to be honest. I don't see him being the man to take us to the next level.
No.
Everyone will say, yeah, but look what he's done at the club. Okay, great. He's going to get us to finish second when we've been in the title race all season. We're going to go and play in the Champions League and get absolutely battered by everyone. So is that what we set out to achieve? I mean, this is it. It's like when you got all these fans saying, yeah, top four. Okay, great, top four. We'll go and get spanked by Bayern Munich. We'll get spanked by Barcelona, Real Madrid, whoever. Let's be real. We're not at their level. And for us to be in that, I think, it's a joke. We're not a big enough team to be in it anymore. I don't think.
No.
Like, I don't mean that as the club. I mean as the squad in what we've got now. For us to actually try and look like we're going to do something, we still need to bring in some players. We still need a striker. We still need a set. Like, I think we need like another attacking midfielder, a DM, a right winger to rotate with Saka. We've got left wing sorted out with Martinelli and Trossard, but I still think we need that DM. We still need another defender, maybe a centre back. But we know what we need, but we know we won't get that. So we'll end up with some Brazilian, like 20-year-old that's he's the next fucking, I don't know, Ronaldinho or something. And
we're going to be back in the Champions League where the level is, week in, week out. The level. I don't think we'll make it out to group stage. I'll be surprised. It's probably for the best then.
Be back in the Europa League.
The only thing that would be good is that the fans that go to the stadium at the Emirates, they get to experience a Champions League night. But we're not gonna.
Forget it.
Arsenal in the Champions League. That's Freddy Krueger settings. We will get murdered with Arteta in charge. His game management is useless. Yeah, Sporting did us. I mean, the teams that are in the Champions League are, no disrespect to Sporting, but that's only the tip of the iceberg, man. Seriously.
I would have said that. Europa League's our level at the moment. To mug it off like Arsenal fans did, I just find that laughable. Like, you guys got such high standards, thinking we're this amazing club, which, look, the ones that have seen what we've seen, it is an amazing club.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're the ones with all these high standards. And yet, I don't see that on the pitch. I don't see that, oh, yeah, we want to win the league. But if we don't, it's okay. Everything's okay. It's not okay. Listen, like, it just drives me mad. It's like, how can you say all this? It'll be so, yeah, well, we were almost done it. It's all right. We tried. Fuck off. Don't annoy me.
Yeah, what good is that to us? I mean, after the season, you know what I mean? It doesn't make... They don't know what they're young. They're young, They don't know what's going on, man. Honestly, like, I mean, for them, I think they think that it's around the corner, but I don't think myself that it's actually like a win of any type in the league or anything like that is around the corner. We're not going to do anything in the Champions League, of course. I mean, let's be honest about it. We're not going to do anything in the Champions League. It's a step up, man. We're Europa League now at this point. And that's okay. We can build from there. But I mean, right now, at this moment in time, it's going to affect everything next season. You know what I mean? It's going to be a difficult one for us. I just can't. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. Arsenal forever. Arteta should have picked the strongest 11 of ball against Sporting. Yeah, he should have. Continuity as well. Like the team get used to playing with each other game in, game out. And we actually become more connected. You know what I mean? Better performances. I mean, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? There you have it.
If it ain't broke, don't play Fabio Vieira.
Exactly. I mean, the matchstick, man. I mean, he is... God damn it. Like you were saying about Cesc Fabregas earlier, what we would do now, and Nasri, what I would give now to have players like them. Like they were technically, like Nasri, his technical ability on the ball to spot the move, intricate passing, and he would provide the fulcrum, you know, of the intricate passing to get the player free on the right-hand side. Fabregas the same. Long bursting runs through the heart of the defence, through the midfield. A brilliant player. What we would give now to have players like them, and we have the wrong Vieira. I mean, we have a guy that's, I mean, honest to God, man. Seriously, like, what was the idea with him? They thought he could come in and like somehow fit into the team and somehow give us something in certain areas.
Well, no, I mean,
that's the team. They're trying to paper over the cracks with him. The club are trying to paper over the cracks with the likes of him to kind of just a stopgap. We need more than that. This is Premier League.
I mean, the thing is, no disrespect to Portuguese football, but I mean, like, it is what it is, you know. And I just, you know, there were other players. If you're going to look in the Portuguese league, there were other players we could have probably gone for that were a lot better and probably a bit cheaper as well. I mean, we spent what about 38 million on him?
Yeah.
And what's he done to warrant that? It's not him; it's the club, obviously. But I mean, what did they see in him? I don't understand because he's not shown anything on the pitch. He's been pony.
That's true. It's true. Like I can't remember. I remember like we also had Pablo Mari, guys like that. Poor old Pablo was stabbed when he was over in Milan. Saying a word about poor old Pablo, but he as well was not up to the standard there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like El Neni, then they're giving him a new contract like then, and then you got, oh man, I mean, seriously, I think for me the guy that was most disappointing, like I don't want to sound, but for me, I was never a fan of Pepe.
Yeah, no, I think he divides opinion. I mean, I didn't mind him. I kind of, Pepe. I think we paid well over the odds for him, big time.
Yeah, it was crazy money.
Stupid amount of money, one of the most expensive signings. But I mean, you know, I had high hopes for him. All right, he didn't. He sort of showed. He did show some promise, but it's like Arteta just benched him all the time. Like, and I know, look, Saka's amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love Saka, but I mean, you know, why would you send? Like, if you're going to send him out on loan, why have you not got in someone that can rotate with Saka? Because he's only a young lad. You know, and he plays every single game week in, week out. What's that? He plays every single game week in, week out. He's like got no rotation. Like you've got Reece Nelson who never seems to really get a game. So if you're not going to buy anyone, why would you not keep Pepe on the bench? Just chuck him on for the last 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, right. what you compare now to what we have now, he's more than welcome in the team, in my opinion. And I wasn't his biggest fan. But what we have now at the moment, Pepe would have given us something in that title charge, in that push. And quality. He can score a goal. You know what I mean? He can do something. Instead of all the responsibility being on Saka's shoulders, on Martinelli's shoulders.
Yeah.
Jesus has been injured. He's just come back. Then we lose Saliba. Pepe would have given us something. And he is quite a good player, compared to what we have.
There's just no depth. No depth.
Yeah.
Arsenal had a £20 million offer for Ainsley Matt. I remember this, yeah. And Arteta chose to keep him, and now he's leaving on a free transfer. Well, there you go. It's another fucking joke. Another joke. We let Leno
Another
go.
mistake, yeah.
How much we let Leno go for? 5 million or something?
5 million. The Fulham, isn't it? Yeah, Fulham.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I mean, I know he weren't amazing, but still.
He's no Martinez. He's no.
Could have got a bit more for him.
No Emiliano Martinez.
Well, no, that's the ironic thing. We let Martinez go because they wanted to keep Leno. Then we got Ramsdale in. I want to get Martinez.
Martinez is the best goalie of the three.
Yeah, he's a World Cup winner.
Yeah. Man, he's an animal at the mind games. Ask Ronaldo. I want you to take it. I want you to take it.
Mate,
and Fernandes was like that. And Ronaldo was like this.
Ronaldo's like, I'm not
you to take it too. Then he missed, and then he did the dance in front of the United fans. He was like that when they missed by the post. He was like that, doing the dance, man, and all the fans were like this.
We should have kept him.
Yeah,
why let him go?
The big man knows how to dance. He knows how to dance as well. Like at the Christmas party, he'd be fun. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. He'd be smashing people around if they annoyed him as well.
Oh, he's a cheeky. Wasn't he taunting one of the? Who did Argentina beat in the final? In the World Cup final,
France.
Yeah, wasn't he taunting Mbappe with the medal? Wasn't it, with the winners' medal?
Maybe
slated over that in the media. Wasn't he like this, like or something like that, or something like that? You know? And he got like. I mean, in fairness, he just doesn't know when to. And then he was being rude with the trophy. I think he put it down like it was a cock. You know what I mean? I mean, in all fairness, like, I mean, the guy just. I mean, there was like 100 million cameras watching. And the whole half the planet was looking, and it was live, and he does that. Everyone was like, "Oh," you know what I mean? Everyone went like this. They put their hand as far away as they could, and then bring it in. Oh man! Yeah, but he was making fun of France, like with his medal and stuff, and he was like being disrespectful, like, Martinez, man. He knows the mind games, though. He's, you know what I mean? He's good against Ronaldo.
Definitely.
Good goalkeeper, man. Good goalkeeper. All right, I'm going to wrap up the stream. I want to thank you for coming along, yeah? I think I could go on for another, like, 10 hours because there's 4 people watching, but I want to thank you for coming along, yeah?
No problem at all, mate.
Yeah, I appreciate it, yeah, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed Kyle.
Yeah, definitely.
Kyle is a sound fella, though. Kyle is a good man, mate.
Yeah. He was getting a bit worried when he kept sort of disappearing in the dark.
Yeah, it was like, and I don't know, people are telling me that he's like 6'5". So I was feeling a bit, what's he doing?
Yeah, you don't want to mess with him, Jesus.
No. He was a bouncer back in the day, you know.
Paying £3 million for Mcmanus when we could have had him on a free. Yeah, I know. But he wanted to keep a good relationship with the club, mate, apparently. That we'll never buy from again. A bit like Brighton, but hey-ho.
In all fairness, man. Seriously. All right. Guys, check out this man's channel. He has 2 different channels. Let me see. No, I can't go back. There was so many comments. I can't go back to the original ones. But his channel, guys, Mcmanus Sense and the Mcmanus Gaming. So check out his channels, like his videos, subscribe to his channels, and don't forget to click on that notifications bell. He's a diehard gooner since 1985, would you believe? What can I say, guys? Prepare yourselves for the worst on Wednesday. Damage limitation. Let's try to keep it under 10. And let's just try to. There's another comment after coming in. Let me see. Great show, fellas. Respect. Yeah, thank you for your support too, man. Yeah, thank you, Arsenal forever. Yeah, we did our best, man. We did our best, but it's important for Arsenal fans to have an outlet. It's been a very trying time for us. People don't understand. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, the last couple of games has been bitter pill to swallow. Let's be honest about it. Thank you anyway, man, for coming along, Mcmanus. I appreciate it.
Man. Thank
Won't
you
be the last time. We can have a crazy rant at some point, maybe when the wounds heal at the end of the season or after the City game at some point when the wounds heal. But yeah, that's our season pretty much, guys. We're going to get Champions League football. We're going to get stuffed on Wednesday night. Maybe it might actually like do something to Arteta mentally that he will actually like realize the error of his ways when Pep is absolutely handing his ass to him in front of the world.
I don't think it will.
City march onto the title. Hopefully it will.
I don't think it will, man.
We live in hope, guys. We live in hope. I just want to thank Mcmanus, like I said, for coming along. Appreciate it, man. And
No
take
worries.
it easy, guys. Peace out.
Adios.
Thank you to everybody. Adios, muchachos. Hasta luego.
Exactly. Nachos.